after your call came through, I was like, oh shit, Curtis called. That was 2 hours ago. That's cool.
We can always, if you want, I'll bring it up. I won't bring it up on the stream, but like if you want, we can talk on Tuesday.
Yeah, stream for those of you who saw our stories and the Discord post. Life is just freaking wild. If there's a person out there who's a very qualified lawyer who would like to give me a call, that would be much appreciated. That's what I will say. Other than that, it's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's just bullshit dealing with bullshit. So
that's more frightening. Like lawyer is.
No, I mean don't take that as like scary. It's just it would be.
I guess for me, it's like I don't know which direction it's gonna go. That's more vague. That's what makes it scary to me. Because you're saying like lawyer, it's like, is a company coming after you? Is it?
You know. So, I wouldn't say a company.
Person?
No, I'd say an organization.
Weird.
Let's just say a group of a branch of the government thinks I'm not blind.
Oh,
okay. So, and then that
You're very much blind.
That would, that would lead to a bunch of other spiraling effects, plus just other general life garbage stacking on top of that is just, it's not great.
We'll be back in May, everybody.
Yeah.
Be honest, I could stack so many rolls for coffee. Like we'd be in like 15 deep.
Yeah,
like, I'd be ready for that.
I'm not going anywhere. I just have to also manage making lots and lots of phone calls and talking to lots and lots of people. And anxiety isn't fun. And that's it. That's really it. That's the cusp of it. I'm glad we got that over with. Let's do a show.
Let's do the show. I don't know. I felt like just standing there really, really stable and just slightly spinning and staring off into space.
Yeah, and like I got to turn for the board. You can kind of see that I actually reach over here now, though. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, is that a new webcam for you?
I bought it for Snacktacular. It's an upgrade cam for Snacktacular. It is just much wider. It is a cleaner camera, although I am just pasty as hell. Just
you really are. It's a very interesting white balance.
People who've seen me in this real basement in real life know that I am not actually this color.
It's 50-50. It's close. I'm kidding. It doesn't help that you're wearing black.
Yeah, no, you're right. The black is definitely not helping, and the fact that I like shaved my head fresh, cleaned up the beard today.
You do look really clean. You look nice.
Yeah, we're doing this today. Today is okay. So let's do what we do here. Curtis, this is the Snack Network for those tuning in. Jim and Madison hanging out with us as always. Jeff is on his way. That's
as always.
It's Jeff.
He's whiter in real life. That is true. Sometimes he is. Dave has this thing called being a ginger.
Called gingivitis.
Gingivitis. And he's allergic to the sun, more or less.
Yeah, the more I got in the sun, I actually just turned pink. And
it's horrible. I've seen it before in terms of like what happens to you, David. I'm sorry.
I've told this story on the internet many a times, but I got sunburn sitting in the window on a cloudy day of a class in college.
Oh God.
In the middle of like December.
Oh my God. That's so sad.
Yeah. I sitting by the window, working on a computer, a couple hours, like it's not sunny. It's pretty cloudy, but I'm still sitting in the window.
Reflective light though hits you. Gets you every time.
And by like that afternoon, I've turned pink. I'm like,
my goodness. I just remember the one time that this was back in high school when you didn't wear sunscreen and I wasn't with you when this happened. You went to like the beach.
Yeah.
And I saw the aftermath. And it's
I
just like this horrible, like, I'm so sorry.
I went to summer camp once without sunscreen.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How did you didn't survive that?
I came back. I definitely had sun poisoning.
Oh yeah.
That's a real thing. That's not made up. And I was able to just like peel like big.
Uh,
You know how like like
Vomit.
you know how you like sunburn like sometimes it get like a little flaky and it'll flake off. I could peel like big chunks, like
Gross.
big, like size of those big band-aids they give you, and you like
We're
really
good now. We don't need to know about any of that. I'm so over talking about that.
yeah, let's
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Dave. Happy
yeah,
early St. Patrick's Day.
yeah, that's what we're calling it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the Friday night. Who goes out on a Sunday night? Truthfully,
those people, you know those people.
I don't need a reason to drink, and that's exactly why, Dave. I have a really quick message at the beginning of the show.
Okay.
So you don't need a reason to drink, and with that, there are other options out there like
Ooh,
Guinness Zero.
I
There are-
am curious.
Yeah, there's non-alcoholic beverages that truthfully, if you're hankering for the taste of a beer, I totally relate with that. Sometimes I'm just like, ooh, a crisp IPA with a burger. They have non-alcoholic ones of those too. Brewdogs makes a version now. Busch has a version. Heineken has zeros.
Don't pay the premium for White Claw Zero though.
No. So all these are they're a little expensive still. They're not like water cheap, but if you get a 12 pack of Busch, it's like $12.
They're treating it like beer. It's,
Yeah. Because it's still made like a beer, it just doesn't have the alcohol.
right. It is still beer, and I understand charging that premium, but White Claw is trying to be sparkling
just
water
makes me mad.
with alcohol, and therefore you have sparkling water options.
Yeah. That one just makes me upset because it's like that one's just LaCroix.
Yeah. It's
Like it's literally vodka and soda and flavoring. They've taken the vodka out. Now they're just selling you really expensive LaCroix.
yeah.
It's
So
just very
much.
sad.
Yeah, but I mean that's what you're going for. But
Yeah, whatever.
Listen, but don't do it.
Also, Jim, happy late pie day. Dave, did you have any pie a couple days ago?
I didn't. I thought about getting some Mama Joe's pies because those are kind of the best local
That's fair.
available in stores pies. But I didn't get anything. I ate pizza tonight. That kind of counts, right?
Counts,
That's
pie.
pie. That's pie.
I got those little ones, like the little pies at Walmart, because that's where I went to go like partially get my groceries because I can't afford a lot of things.
Yeah.
So my big two places right now are Aldi and Walmart.
Yeah.
And I'm blurry and I hate it.
Did you find the IHOP chips at Walmart yet?
No, I also wasn't looking in those aisles. I'll be honest. I was at Walmart for corned beef.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And
Walmart corned beef. I'm ready.
And this Guinness Zero.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Question. Corned beef, like just corned beef in general, or like Walmart's already made corned beef?
Just corned beef. Like the pouch of corned beef.
To make yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the same.
Like I'm gonna heat it up. It's gonna get cooked. It comes in the pouch, you know.
But yeah, but I'm sure that right now Walmart is selling pre-cooked like corned beef.
Yeah, no, I
sandwiches.
don't
I'm
get
sure.
that.
Yeah, I'm sure they have them.
Amy and I are making Reubens on Sunday. I'm gonna throw it in the slow cooker, let it go like all day, and then for dinner I have I got some bread, I got Swiss cheese, Thousand Island dressing. We're gonna have a nice day.
Yeah,
nice dinner.
I do have a real drink. This is a Mike's Hard Red Freeze. This is because it's our first drink. I always just pick something I've had. Although I'm curious what you think of that. I've had a Guinness.
So, fun fact, you actually do have to be 18 years of age to buy these because they are 0.5 alcohol content. It's 0.5%.
Okay, wait. So you can buy it as an 18-year-old though?
Yes. So if you're 8, you have to be 18 or older.
Okay, but that's different than the normal 21. Just for
correct.
We had people from out of the country just for reference.
We are in the United States of America. Yes.
Yeah. Just so people get the concept, because there are countries where you can drink at 18.
Well, this is actually just nice because I didn't know how many. There's a lot of companies now that are making a non-alcoholic version of their beers, and it's actually so you and I are going to Jeff's party I'll
Yeah.
just say party. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't know what he said on the internet.
I don't either, so I'm
I'm
just gonna
sure
go with
people
party.
know.
But I actually, so because I'm driving you, I actually got myself a 12-pack of Heineken Zero because I still want to have like a quote unquote beer feel, but I don't want to be drunk, but I also want to drink. You know what I mean?
It's the one perk I get of being blind.
I will drive you there and drive you back, but I gotta
never
be
have
sober as well.
I'm never the driver.
Oh, you cracked yours open. I'm actually gonna pour mine because Dave, it has the ball still.
It's a Guinness. You still need to pour it.
Of course, it has the ball in it.
This is a glorified soda slushy flavored thing.
Sound is so great. Also, I just got to point out, I have this beautiful Guinness glass that I got from a bar, but it has the turtle on it. I just love the turtle so much.
I like turtles.
I do love turtles.
Listen to that pour. Listen to that.
It pours really well. I'll put it that way. Like that, it didn't have the cascade like I was expecting, is like they normally did, but I did wait a second when I opened the can.
Yeah, I'm not.
Ooh, it smells really reminiscent of Guinness. It's a little sweeter.
Your mom's a little sweeter.
I don't even know if my mom's alive, to be honest.
Oh God, dark.
Drop that bomb on you there, Jeff.
Just rough. Just throw.
No, so fun. I guess not fun fact. I'm actually not sure if my mother is alive anymore, to be honest. Like, after my father died a year ago, like I did some digging. She doesn't exist as far as I know. I don't know what happened. So yeah, it's a weird life. I'm an orphan at 30, I guess you could call it.
Maybe it's for the better. That's
just Dave.
No, I don't know. I'm seeing what options we have because we're using Bellin. And I let AI generate our stupid, silly background.
I like this one. This is cool.
Yeah, this is good.
It's weird with me at the center, at least on my side.
And we got Jeff flipping his mic on and off again.
God, Jeff's beard is so beautiful today.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, Jeff.
Wait, Jeff, did you oil your beard or something? Because there's
looks beautiful.
You're right.
I put beard oil in it every day.
God, it looks beautiful.
Yeah,
I just want to touch it.
Is it like fresh? It looks fresh.
So good.
I don't know what I did. I it is a little bit fresh, but I've been starting to try and take more like beard oil and everything in it.
It looks great.
As possible.
I've decided that like I just go down to something manageable and then I just let it grow out till it's not, and then go back to manageable again. Like, I don't know. This is my cycle. I don't try to like.
We need to get you a barber, Dave.
I don't have like I don't go for the big long beard anymore. I'm not trying to scare people at a gas station at 3 a.m. All right,
that's fair.
What do you mean you're not trying to? Isn't that the whole goal of life nowadays?
Yeah, scare as many people. The gas stations at 3 a.m. I'm gonna drink this because I opened it.
Fair
yeah. So sorry, I'm a little bit late. I went downstairs. I was like, I have to really poop.
I gotta shit my pants.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So that was fun.
I'm glad. I'm glad you made it. Hopefully you didn't ruin your pants.
Not that bad. I got something to drink.
What do you got there, GF?
Kentucky Bourbon Ale Tangerine Cream Ale.
Ooh, that sounds good.
A tangerine cream.
I like oranges and cream.
So I had, Jeff, you are a touch blurry. You want to like throw your hand up and bring it back?
No, this is intentional.
Oh, okay. I think Jeff's just pixelated. Jeff, is your internet bad? What's happening?
Yeah, no, it looks like an internet thing.
Yeah, it's like connection.
Looks clear. Hold on.
But here, well, Jeff does that. I'll talk
better?
about this a little. No.
I am in the basement.
That's fair.
No,
Moving in that
now
same
I'm
vein, so is
curious on
Dave.
what I look like. I look really clear on my end.
Mm.
Are you gonna pour that, Jeff?
He's thinking.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, Curtis. How's it looking? We ready?
Yeah, well, it's fine enough. Wait, fine. Ready for what?
I want to know what you think of this Guinness Zero.
Oh, so I've had this before.
Okay.
So this is not a new thing for me to try. I've known this is existence. Actually, I tried this when Jeff took me to the Winking Lizard way back when. That was my first time trying that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's so it's a little sweeter than Guinness. It still has that malty and just smooth, smooth flavor. But truthfully, if you're trying to if you gave me this and we're like, yeah, here's a Guinness, and it's like, okay, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's a little different, but it's not so significantly different that I would bat an eye at it.
Like at a bar when you get something out of a tap and it tastes slightly different than the other kind of bar. Like
Yeah,
where you're like
almost
every
like
bar.
it's almost like a little thinner,
Okay.
so it's not as it doesn't have as much of the mouth feel. It's imagine a diet beer, and that's
Holy
kind of what it is.
holy crap! I'm really blurry.
Yeah, we told you.
I
Also,
just
it's
looked
only
at a
60
stream of
calories a
myself.
can.
I'm not that blurry on my end. It's definitely a stream issue. Hold on a second here.
Yeah,
This tangerine cream,
Yes.
really good.
How creamy is it?
You know, actually, it's pretty clear. You can taste the tangerine. It actually tastes like you put orange juice in like some beer. It's actually really nice. I got a 6-pack of it, so it's pretty good. It goes down smooth. You get a hint of like a big hint of orange and a small thing of like bourbon, like beer.
But you're not getting like a creamy, like an ice cream or like a milkshakey or like even like a stouty cream flavor.
Yeah, it's I don't know what you mean, but it's like a stouty cream. I would consider it a stouty cream, yes.
'Cause,
It's
I think
actually I'm bad at describing things, but
Jeff, we review food and drinks online. You can't say you're not good at describing.
it tastes.
It
You
tastes
know
like
how
that
you know how
corn dog, right?
orangey like let's say you get a blue moon and you put an orange in it.
uh-huh.
Okay, yes.
It's stronger orange taste than that. So
Okay.
it's definitely creamier. It's more orangey. I would say more orangey taste, and you get a hint of like an aged bourbon.
Okay.
There you go. You see, you got this.
You got this. When I say creamy, like stouty, I kind of mean like we did all those milkshake stouts, and I think of those a lot. And like there is a vanilla-y, creamy feel to those. It's
Mhm.
more a feel than it is a taste, I guess.
That's fair.
Yeah, this is a nice like orangey feel, I would say. It's definitely smoother than a beer, or it's definitely smoother than a beer. It's way smoother than a beer.
Definitely smoother than beer. Is
Mhm.
it smoother than just like a corn dog?
It's smoother than beans.
Smoother than beans.
So Tony B, speaking of corn dogs,
Yeah.
Tony B, who makes steak chips, was in a Home Depot on TikTok yesterday or today, and they have hot dog stands inside their Home Depots. Do we not have those? We just don't have those.
Sometimes they have it at the home. Sometimes they have it at the Giant brand foods place.
Okay, but not like an actual, basically a Costco food court style booth inside a Home Depot that sells hot dogs, because these hot dogs looked real good.
Not that I know of. I know there's wood and vending machines. Well, like vending in the Home Depot that it's near me.
I'm gonna leave for a second. Maybe come back for
Like a good refresh.
Yeah,
That's fair.
A refresh.
That's fair. No, Dave, I don't think my Home Depot, Lowe's, or any of those like hardware places has like a
like real food.
like a vent, like a food court kind of feel. No.
Because Gristle Media mentioned like a Home Depot hot dog, except he was talking about one that was like just in the parking lot, basically like a street cart. But then Tony B went in today and he was like, the Home Depot hot dogs are really good. And you brought up corn dogs, and now I'm just kind of like thinking about how much I want a Home Depot hot dog.
I feel like it's gonna be it's gonna be a cheaper hot dog than Costco.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm about it.
Yeah, does that not sound like a bad thing though?
It doesn't sound like a bad thing. I think I'd be down for that.
I don't get me wrong, like I love a Costco hot dog. Like I really do.
Oh, actually, Dave, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Semi-related.
Yeah. We're going down the hot dog train now, guys. That's
what
we're
are you doing tomorrow about 3:00 ish?
playing Pokemon Go for Community Day.
Okay, that's fair enough. Never mind.
I mean, I could be interrupted.
I was gonna say if you wanted to be part of a project, I could I need to go to Home Depot. I have like a pocket hole, not a pocket. Well, I have a pocket hole jig, but I have a dowel jig now, and I was gonna make a tray that goes underneath my couch cushions to hold up the couch cushions, but then if I pull out the bed, I have a serving tray that I can put on the couch. So I need wood, is what I'm saying.
Hi, Jeff.
Do I look better now?
Yes, 100 times better.
Yeah.
Okay. I closed it out of Firefox and opened it via Chrome.
Yeah, this is sadly this is a Chrome app. When I open this thing on any other browser, it goes, you should open this in Chrome.
What, you guys aren't using, Edge?
I thought you were going to say Opera. I was ready for you to say Opera.
Safari?
I usually use Safari, and not just because I'm a Mac fanboy, but because I feel like it works best on Mac.
I am asking Dave for help with my wood, Rachel. That is exactly what's happening.
It's because, Dave, I bet you $100 that Apple has some sort of performance they
I'm sure they do. I'm 100% sure they do. They are rigging it so that Safari is the only browser that works functionally on their computers. I guarantee it.
Did you hear the whole hubbub about like Firefox and Chrome and the YouTube and Google apps? YouTube intentionally slows down your experience. It intentionally slows down your experience if you're using Firefox and other operating systems that or other web browsers that are not Chrome.
Well, it's because YouTube's owned by Google.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes 100% sense.
I was thinking about this the other day. Is like, I don't really go to many websites anymore.
Yeah.
Like, does that
on my phone? Yeah.
Like I go to an occasional website to look something up, or I search for something, or
actually, I take that back. I think I go to more websites than I use apps because I hate having 4,000 apps on my phone.
I have decided to stop paying for YouTube Premium. That has not hit me yet. Because we're talking about apps and internet.
I'll say wait until you get that 50 or like the 5 in a row minute ads, and you'll be like, I hate all of this.
Let me tell you, I hate all of the ads because I don't pay for YouTube Premium.
I've had YouTube Premium now for like 2.5 years straight.
Okay.
I will tell you, Dave. 2.5 years ago, did you think the ads were unbearable 2.5 years ago?
Yeah, but I also the biggest reason
it's 500 times worse.
Yeah, they're like full length ads now. They're horrible. Like when I say 5 in a row minute ads, I'm not lying.
So what you're telling me is the only way that I fix my life is to decide to get YouTube Premium again once I'm annoyed by it, which will probably happen very quickly. Then leave Spotify.
Watching YouTube.
No, I can't say stop watching YouTube. Go watch all our YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
So
I will tell you, it's like 1 minute long videos that you have the option to skip after most of them 5 seconds, but if you're like doing something around the house and just listening to YouTube or watching YouTube, it's like you have to go and press the skip button?
I like YouTube autoplay, and I also like YouTube in the background, which are like the background play is really the reason I paid for it in the first place. It wasn't to get rid of the ads. So
I don't know
I
if
need
it's
to.
just been me, but like, so like working through my ADHD a little bit, I have learned that I really hate things in the background
Okay.
because it makes it feel like my brain is active again.
I almost can't function without music or something going on in the background.
I used to be that way, and it's kind of weird now.
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
When I drive or like when I'm doing something, a lot of times I'm just doing it in silence. I don't listen to music or
Same.
anything sometimes in driving. But when I'm playing games or doing stuff around the house, I usually have a YouTube video playing.
Yeah, that's how I function.
I like certain podcasts, I'll say.
Yeah.
In terms of like if I'm doing the dishes, I like listening to Distractable.
Okay.
Because it's all over the place. It's just stuff. And I feel like I'm listening to a conversation and I don't have to watch anything. I feel like it's the same thing with like listening to audiobooks or like Dave, how you were saying music. I totally could understand that.
I've been deep into books.
Do you use Libby?
I have been using Libby a lot. Hoopla and Libby have been my go-tos. I read the entire Charlie Bone book series this week.
Nice.
Is that true, Dave?
Yeah.
When Rachel leaves to get a cup of water, you play a YouTube video in the 12 seconds she's gone.
Yeah. No, I have a problem. I don't like silence. I don't like sitting in silence.
Dave, you ever just sit there and think about something for like more than 20 seconds?
No, see, here's the thing, and this does not reflect upon anything related to it because of legal terms of I do not represent brands or companies. Okay. All that out of the way. I work in an environment where I am alone with my thoughts for almost 9 hours a day.
That's fair.
So when I am in an environment where I do not have to be alone with my thoughts for 9 hours a day, I choose to fill that space with anything else. That's literally fair. Also, I do listen to podcasts on YouTube a lot lately because I know that it benefits the creators.
More, right?
Yeah, it benefits the creators way more for me to give them an hour and a half of watch time on YouTube than it does for me to download their podcast of a podcatcher.
What's going on, Skinny Matt, over in Twitch? Come over to YouTube.
So does this happen to you to where I'm on YouTube, I find a person and I binge watch them for like 6 months, and then I get tired of them, and then I go and find a new creator and binge watch them?
Yes, I do that all the time.
It's just how your brain works. It's like you find the niche where it's like, oh, this is what I'm into now, and then it changes over time. You don't always have to like the same thing. Oh, he's got a kitty. That's a cute kitty.
I do the exact same thing.
Like I was big on mine went what was it? Mythical Kitchen and Joshua Weissman for like a little bit. Then it switched to My Skirm in his gaming platform. Then it went to Call Me Kevin. And now I'm back to now it's I forgot what I was into now. Oh, Jacksepticeye.
Really? Nowadays, Jacksepticeye?
His old stuff. Let me preface that. His old stuff when he's like playing with like young Markiplier. I don't think he's posted stuff in a while.
I've been binge watching Northern Lion.
YouTube's been doing this thing where it's giving me videos from 4 years ago.
Oh yeah, they're recycling a lot.
Yeah, like and more so, like normally YouTube would just give me what's new, what's trending, what's the news.
Jacksepticeye just posted 3 days ago.
I remember it. So Jacksepticeye was a while ago. It's Sorted Foods. That's what it is now. I had to click on my YouTube really quick and kind of look what my most recent stuff is. I love those English guys.
I've been on a Theorist binge because Matt Pat's retirement. which is just still crazy to me. It
I
blows
wish
my
I
mind.
could retire at his age. How old is he?
37, I think.
I wish I could retire at his age.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, he's been the biggest YouTuber on the internet since like
Since Mr. Beast.
he really is the biggest YouTuber under Mr. Beast. He really is. Across it's
I don't think that's correct.
it depends on how you really look at it, but if you just take like Game Fury, Style Fury, Food Fury, and like all those
2 seconds.
all those channels across the board, and he's been doing all those channels the whole time, like I'd argue he's a bigger creator than most people.
I just really want to retire at 37. And I think I pursued the wrong career to retire at 37.
I mean, depends on how much you can put away, and I mean, being a famous YouTuber with millions and millions of subscribers for over 13 years probably gets you a lot more money than most jobs in general.
Actually,
Yeah.
Dave, so speaking of YouTubers that were around when we were kids, you remember Shane Dawson?
Yeah, doesn't he still post randomly?
He wrote a book.
Oh, God.
I saw it at Books a Million. It was $1.
Remember Smosh?
Yeah,
Smart.
they just bought back from Mythical, I think.
Yeah, they're back together doing stuff
Mhm.
again. Our YouTube history as the old men that the three of us are is very weird when you start like really thinking about it. How many creators have left and gone? How many went off the deep end? Shane Dawson.
Yeah.
Like it's something, man. And the fact that anybody in this industry can retire at this point is kind of incredible too. Just
I mean, PewDiePie retired.
Yeah. Didn't he get married too?
Yeah, and he moved to Japan.
That sounds about right.
that sounds
Good
so
for him.
cool.
Good for him. I wish
Now-
him nothing
now-
but the best.
No, the craziest thing is you think that's crazy. I think PewDiePie or I think Mr. Beast is making like millions a day nowadays.
Oh yeah, no, Mr. Beast probably makes more money if we're gonna judge just on making money. But he also tends to give a lot of that money back. I'm not saying Mr. Beast is a saint, all right. But he does pay that forward in a way a lot of the
Also a
time.
revolving door, you got to put money into it to make the money. Like,
Yeah.
I think in one of his videos, he said he's like, I spent $1 million making this one video.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is sure his videos make millions of dollars, but he usually gives away about $1 million.
Yeah, he has to do X, Y, or Z.
But he still makes more money than he spends.
That's called successful business.
he has a successful business to where he not only has his main channel, but he has like 10, 20 other channels that he posts the same videos that are just translated. So he gets the views like 10 times over.
That's actually kind of a cool idea. Like you do it and then you do it again in another or in a translated like overlay.
He has
like a Mr. Beast Spanish channel. He has like a Mr. Beast. He has like 10 other language channels.
Yeah, and he found like sound-alikes who do the dub over.
That's a cool thing because it's probably cheaper to pay the sound-alikes in those instances.
Yeah, oh yeah, those he's already shot the videos and made them. So to pay somebody to dub over all the videos is
or a couple. Truthfully, if you had one person that could do a bunch of voices, that's like
do all the languages for you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He hires the same voice actors to dub him over in the videos.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, which I mean, if everybody goes over to Patreon and supports this channel and Jeff,
do anything.
We could get sound-alikes for Jeff and Curtis and me, and then
I could probably do mine in German.
Yeah,
it'll be a struggle, but I'll do it.
All right, you know what, Curtis? Listen, Curtis. I'm not going to make you commit to anything.
I'm not.
All right, roll for coffee is clearly enough work, but
It's fun though.
It-
So truthfully, like I don't know if you've seen or Dave, if you've watched the most recent one I put
I
in there,
did. It's very good.
how it's completely voiceover, like that.
Yes.
So it's weird because it's a little bit more work, but
Yeah.
it's such a better product.
Yeah. I put up this week's episode on Thursday, and I
saw that. Thank you.
and I had watched the other one, and as soon as I'd watched this one as it went up, because I watched them all before they go up, and I had the music and clean them up and whatever. But I watched it, and I rewatched the new one, and I was like, oh yeah, no, this is way tighter. This is I know it's more work.
It is, but it isn't.
Although Curtis, if you wanted to do something just for shits and giggles, obviously you're not German. You've used an app.
Take one of my old ones and go completely over in German.
Yeah, if you wanted to dub one episode of Roll for Coffee, I will make an entire Snack Network German account. I'll make the accounts and we'll put it up on YouTube Germany.
Oh god.
And we'll just see how it does over there.
It's gonna tank. I will keep it in the back of my mind. I am not committing to anything. It sounds like I've done more than I have, but in my duo, I have a 656-day streak in German. I have not missed a single day in almost 2 years.
Yeah, see, the thing is, though, if you've got like the pronunciations down, like the way
that's what's the most difficult.
You don't have to understand what you're saying.
Just write it down and try to hope for the best.
Google Translate will translate it almost good enough. The jokes might not land.
Different cultures.
Yeah.
But truthfully, like the recording of it after. So the big problem that I ran into with trying to do the voiceover while I'm doing it is two things. One, I have to have something to say right then.
It's just hard
I'm doing it, which is very difficult.
Yeah.
And then two, I need to do it while I'm getting the shot. So if I'm pouring something, I got one shot.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes you'll see like the end of a shot because it's like, oh, I remember what I wanted to say.
The other thing I've started doing too, and not on all of them, only if I have the patience, but some of like the snack hunting videos, I've recorded the VO in the store, right?
Yeah.
And then I take it back into the editor and then I just re-record the VOs at my desk as I go. So I swap them all out with new recorded lines because I can say it cleaner sitting at my desk.
Yeah, and you don't have all the music or other crap in the background.
I don't have the distractions. I don't have to redo it. And then I just replace the audio. So you don't even notice. Like,
you should hear I didn't throw in all the raws into the Dropbox from the first one I did that because I'm like, Dave does not need to hear the random shit that happens in the background.
But
because when I'm not saying anything, I'm just like, pour the milk, pour the milk, pour the milk, pour the milk, pour the milk. Oh shit, I spilled it.
No, Patreon. So here's the funny thing about Patreon, right? Is we give them these bonus videos of that happen at the bar, like before and after we record regular videos. Those make sense. They're conversations with us. That makes perfect sense. I give them all the uncut shorts, except that only really means when I talk for a really long time for no reason, or if like something extra happens during that short. And sometimes it means nothing extra really at all. Not that I'm trying to undersell it. For example, something went up recently yesterday, and the uncut version was 12 minutes.
Oh God!
Right? So like, I know that I went off on a rant about those can covers and some extra stuff, and I was just talking about life, and like that raw footage is 12 minutes. That's kind of a fun random Dave babbling for 12 minutes if you really want it.
I think I'm still a patron subscriber.
Sometimes, I mean, it's in the Dropbox. You also can see it there. Sometimes, like if I get a drink and in a car or something, like I'll eat it and I'll record the video, and then Rachel's off to the side and she'll taste it and say what she thinks. Right? Like those are the bonus. That's the bonus content. Mm-hmm. It's goofy. It's goofy extra stuff. And it's inconsistent, but I kind of love it for what it is.
Yeah, I love our patron stuff. It's funny.
But if there's stuff from Roll for Coffee, which is where this all came from, like where it's not worth.
Oh
it's
no,
not even worth
it's
posting.
either me like falling.
Yeah.
Like I think I need to cut out one of them because there's a whole like 5-minute thing of me spilling it.
Oh
And
yeah,
having
no.
to make the entire fucking coffee.
Yeah, don't spoil.
Why would you spill it, Curtis?
Don't
I
spoil. We
tripped over
can't.
my tripod, okay?
There's also another. There's another thing that you did, in the most recent one that you've recorded or sent to me. That was for it's a product tag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying not to spoil it, but I want the full footage of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. That's I still have. I'm pretty sure that's still on my desktop.
No, it's got to go somewhere. I don't know where.
That was a whole ordeal. I'll say. Jeff, you know how we drink things real fast sometimes?
Yes.
So it's that thing. If you remember, if you're following, so I did that, and my container was not big enough. We'll say that, and it got everywhere. It was a whole like clean. I had to shut down like everything to like tear everything down and clean it up. Like it was an ordeal. We'll just leave it at that. But I think Dave, are you ready for your next beer?
I am gonna go get it though. So entertain them first. Another second.
I can't entertain anymore. So
No,
this
you're
is what you get.
Yeah.
We just get you making car sounds.
Do you know like you know that part in Men in Black? Yeah.
That thing,
part
yeah. I know
like
what you're
Men in
talking about.
Black 2. You know that part in
I love Men in Black 2 so much. I need to watch that movie again.
You know what I'm talking about, Dave?
No. I've
part of
seen
Men in
When he
Black
does
2
the
where
little
it's
thing,
like,
he's like, and then the guy replies and
I came back and I thought Jeff was doing like the Doug theme song.
doing Men in
I had the
Black 2.
Dragon Tales song stuck in my head for like 3 days, like a couple months ago. I don't know why.
Okay. Dragon Tales.
No, don't start it again.
Dragon Tales.
All right, I'm gonna go grab my second beer. I'm still gonna sip on my non-alcoholic though.
What's your second beer, Dave?
I'm gonna do this, Jeff.
Beverage bodies with dry drinks.
As my blind person tries to find this can. Welcome to the Snack Network Live. We taste new things so you don't have to. Boost your mood, taste some food, taste some new drinks. If you want to support this channel like Skinny Matt or Bobby Miller or any of the people in our wonderful community over at Patreon at patreon.com/snacknetwork, you get that bonus content we were talking about. My second drink tonight is a Crown Royal whiskey and cola.
Ooh.
These are these pre-canned drinks they're selling for way too much money in the store now.
$10 a 4-pack or something.
Yeah, it's like $16 for a 4-pack, I think, or something ridiculous.
You
That's
could
probably
buy cola
Or you
and
could be like-
Crown Royal and make like 20 of them for that.
yeah. That's exactly the problem, Curtis. But these are mixed to whatever Crown thinks you should mix it to. It's also probably not nearly as much whiskey in it as it would be if you made it yourself.
Dave, you know where you can find that same recipe?
Uh,
CrownRoyal.com.
You're right. I mean, it's also
lazy.
it's probably just a measurement of a shot and an equivalent of an amount of cola. Also, it'd probably be real Coca-Cola, which would probably be better than whatever's going to be
Whatever
in
they
there.
do. It's that off-brand Aldi Cola. It's
No, no, don't take shots at Summit Cola. Summit Cola is fire.
I got my beer here too.
Or you could be like Skinny Matt and get limited edition Eclipse themed beer. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, he put it in the Discord. You can join our Discord. There's a link down below for that too. Stay tuned. We've got Eclipse news, but I haven't made it yet, so I'm not saying anything yet.
That's fair. I got a really, really old school thing that was an unrelease for us. So when we were still doing like in here kind of things because we were still all apart from each other.
Yeah.
Dave had this cool pack that he brought up, and the stream failed because it was a Skype.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if Dave remembers it. But this
Listen.
is Heart State.
Ooh, that's gonna be bad. It's really old.
This is the Neapolitan double sweet. So this is a chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry.
Okay.
This is 8.5% alcohol. Technically expired in 2021.
Okay, let me break that down for you though, just in case it is terrible. I did just drink that later at some point. It's really good.
I expect it to be.
It's very good. That stream did fail though.
I tried. I started recording on my end. I started making all happy sounds, and it just didn't work.
We tried everything to save that stream, man. The footage, the recording was so bad afterward that I didn't even post it. We tried.
No, I completely agree.
Jeff,
What do you got?
Yeah.
What do I got? What do you got? I got a Three Floyds beer, Return of the Ancients, which is an Irish style red ale.
Irish
style. It's their limited February release ale, so they only release this in February.
And I need one Irish beer. You guys are staying on theme, and I'm not even on theme at all.
That's okay.
It's
That's why
St.
we're
Patrick's Day, Dave. You guys
yeah.
stay on-
We're not even wearing green. We're all wearing black. This is the memorial of St. Patrick.
Oh, God.
We're at it's the St. Patrick's Day wake. That's what's
I
going
think-
on.
I make a fun AI generated background that no one can even see.
I can see it, Dave, in my heart.
It's on the thumbnail. Somebody saw it on the thumbnail.
To answer Skinny Matt, yes, this does have the lactose.
Okay.
He asked.
Yeah. No. It's yeah. No.
That's a good question. It's got milk. It's got lactose in it.
See, that'll be milky. That'll be the milk taste that I'm thinking of when Jeff was trying the orange cream.
I'm wondering how bad it's gonna be.
All right,
Don't you not
cheers,
like
guys.
milk, Dave?
Oh, I gotta open it. I got a Baggins. I did not.
Yeah,
bag it.
Baggins.
I can't get my nail under it. You know, screw it. I'm not Bagginsing. Ow.
I half Baggins.
It smells like strawberries.
Skinny Matt gonna try to join us? Is that what he's texting me for?
It's gonna have that gotta have lactose, old lactose. That looks tasty, Jeff.
Oh yeah.
This doesn't smell bad, to be honest. I've smelled really bad beer before. This does not smell like that. But it all comes down to taste.
Matt will be here till 10:30. Feel free to join us. I think you have the link in our group text.
Yeah,
Look at that nice amber color.
it's beautiful. It's clear. It's got a nice head on it.
Guys, you know those gummy cola bottles?
Yeah.
You know how those smell? That's how this smells.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Yeah.
They probably put like one dash of it, and it's just mostly cola.
Blash of it.
Just was bad cola.
Splash. Yeah.
Hey guys, have you ever wanted to randomly spend about $150 and have something really stupid?
And eat beans.
I mean,
What's
could eat
really
beans
stupid?
technically.
Jeff, what's the most amount of money you ever spent on beans?
I mean, collectively or at once?
Collect at once.
Once. One time.
$5?
Okay, Dave. So let me phrase it to you this way.
Okay.
All right, and Jeff, please feel free to imagine this in your mind.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your beer bottles cold, right? You need a handle on that thing, right? So, what if I told you this pure metal apparatus that could keep your beer cold for up to like, I don't know, 3 days probably. So you could drink for 3 days straight. And once again, or not really once again, because I didn't say it before, but this is bear proof. And for that $150, you too could have an insulated Yeti bucket cooler.
Did you buy that?
No,
That's way
I do not.
$150.
$150, and granted, that's after tax.
listen. If you told me it was $50,
So this is a beverage bucket.
How big is it? Like a 5-gallon bucket, 2-gallon, 1
No.
gallon? How
It
many
is
gallons?
not
we
a
talking here?
5-gallon bucket. This is it is it's about 9 inches tall. It's
Okay.
about 11 and a half in diameter.
how many cans can I fit in it?
It holds a 6-pack of beer.
That's disappointing.
This is $150. Jim Young sold.
150. Can't you
This
get
is
a mini fridge for that price?
$150. Oh wait, actually no, it will not keep your beer cold for 3 days. It is an 18.8, which means it will probably keep it cold for like 2 at best. It'll keep ice for 3 days. It won't keep beer cold for 3 days.
That's terrible. It's not worth $150.
Yeah, but
let me
Oh,
post this.
wait. It's a Yeti though. Does
No.
that change your mind?
No.
No, I only invest in Stanley cups.
They'll never lose their value.
Like Beanie Babies.
All right, guys.
And
So other
Funko
thi-
Pops.
just because you said Stanley, so you guys have seen the cups that I carry around, right? It looks like this.
Yeah.
Would you take a guess that this was a Stanley?
No, I would say it's
I've had too many people ask me on the like over a Zoom call, is that a Stanley? It's like, does it look like a Stanley? This thing comes off technically, yeah, totally a Stanley.
Does it really matter if it's a Stanley or not? Like,
It looks-
I don't know.
It looks
What's the
more like a
obsession with
Stanley
Stanley?
without that on it than it does with it on.
It's just an Arctic. Truthfully, if I could talk about a brand, this would be the one I want to represent.
Arctic is good. Let me ask you guys a question.
Okay.
Shoot.
How much money do you think you've collectively spent on beans in your lifetime?
Dude,
I'm
lentils.
cheers. I'm gonna taste
Oh,
this.
yeah,
for
sure.
the love
Yeah,
of
sure.
God.
Yeah, let me try this first.
Chase this. Why can't I talk? I want to taste this. Ooh,
Got like a mic hum and it's me.
that's good. It tastes like metal, but it's good.
This tastes like metal too, in a bad way.
Coming in.
Ooh, this is good.
It's gonna be a slow sipper. That's a little old. I'm a little disappointed in it, but the flavor itself, it's really good. But I left it in the can too long.
I have to show you guys something.
Uh oh. What we got, Jeff? What is it? Dog, the puppy. God, I want to meet your dog so bad.
His
Look
name is
at it.
Stout.
This is Stout. Is a girl or a boy?
It's a boy.
He's so cute.
He's
I want to
afraid
pet
of
the
me.
head.
He's afraid of me.
Oh,
He's
poor baby.
afraid of you.
Yeah, he is.
He's intimidated by you. That's what it really is. He's just a baby.
He
You're
keeps
just a
looking into the
baby.
mic like he wants to talk.
You guys been watching those TikToks of the dogs have a podcast?
He's so
No.
cute.
I
It's a-
did see one that's funny in terms of me being the HR manager of my own personal life. So there's a Zoom call between an HR person and a person whose camera's off, and they're like going like, you know, your behavior is completely inappropriate. You stole Sarah's lunch right off of her desk and ate it in front of her. You've been coming into meetings and yelling. And if you could really turn your camera on, like this is kind of unprofessional, and it's just a dog.
Oh yeah, I've seen that
I
before.
love that. I'm just like, yes, because like you think about it, it's like you come into meetings and you yell, you
Mhm.
steal Sarah's sandwich and eat it in front of her because you've stolen it off her desk. I just
I think the answer is like $500.
in beans alone.
And
Wait,
beans,
also
yeah,
do
beans alone.
lentils count? I needed clarification.
Does Chipotle count?
That's a good
If
question.
you can suss out the exact cost of the $8 is the beans, yes, it does
I
count.
feel like it'd be
Any
like a
amount of
dog.
money that your food could have went to towards beans.
When was the
like
last time
any
you
kind of beans.
When was the last time you got a Chipotle bowl for $8, Jeff?
Chicken
2012.
bowls are still $8. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's what they say it is. It's never what I get charged.
But you get double meat.
Yeah.
That's why.
What do you mean, Dave? That's not what I get. I get double meat every time. Do you ever take the double meat gamble? There's
What's
like
that?
a 80% chance if you get double meat, you'll get charged for it, but there's always a 20% chance they'll forget to charge you for it.
Yeah. I take that gamble almost every time, hoping that they forget. They forget a lot of the time.
They do. It pays off, man. It's always on black. It's always black.
Always bet
Like, yeah, roulette.
Have you seen them people like ordering the online orders and then picking up the same order, like going into the store and they're like half the weight for the online orders?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen them like prepare the online order in front of you? You're like, oh god, this.
Well, they have like a. Do you guys ever see like there's some of the Chipotles have like 2 counters now?
Yes.
They got rid of those on most of the Chipotles, though.
Really?
Yeah, every Chipotle I went to that had 2 counters, they got rid of the second counter because because it's a food issue that they have to keep the food hot and prepared on both counters.
That's true. Yeah,
So
it
they
makes
said,
it more of an issue. I get you.
They remodeled the Chipotle that we grew up going to the extent that there's like half the seating because they pushed out a second row out into the one wing side of it. So there's a second tray line.
I think the
That's in
last
them.
Chipotle was with you, Dave.
Have you ever seen the BS? Have you ever gone to a BS Chipotle where they're only accepting online orders? So you have to stand there and order online in front of them so they can prepare it.
I don't know. I don't get Chipotle a lot anymore because 1, the price is out of control. 2, the times I go in and they're like, we're out of 6 things is so frequent that I'm just like, I just shouldn't come here anymore.
Imagine Dave going into a Chipotle. Can I get a burrito bowl? It's like, we don't got bowls. I'll get a burrito. Like, it just
It's a joke, but you walk in and you go, can I
You
get a
walk in,
bowl?
we have chicken, rice, beans, and lettuce. You're like,
That's literally what
why
they
are you guys
say.
open?
They literally do that. There was one night. I just wanted Chipotle. You know that feeling. You know how you just want it. It's just like Chipotle. It's the only thing I want is Chipotle. So I go to the Chipotle that we went to growing up, the one that's near in our childhood homes. Go in there and I walk in. They go, we're out of rice, we're out of chicken, we're out of cheese, we're out of guac, and we're out of tortillas. And I
what
go,
the hell?
okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna not go here. Let's just go to the other Chipotle. It's kind of on the way home.
Do a
Right?
360 and walk away.
And we get there, I pull in, and we get out of the car, and this lady walks out, and she goes, just so you know, they're out of rice and chicken and steak and cheese. And I'm like,
Well, saved you some time. That lady helped you, man.
yeah. And then I ended up with McDonald's because what else? I guess it was Taco Bell, McDonald's, or Chipotle.
That's
And they still charge you full price no matter what they're out of.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and you know what? They used to have the decency to be like, "Here's a free drink. We were out of this thing," or like, "You waited in line for an hour and a half. Would you just like a drink?" Like now they're like, "Drink $6."
They're like, oh, you
Because
wanted
they
a
want
drink?
public and they have to appease shareholders now.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you see Reddit is going public?
That sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that-
does actually.
That does suck. You know what's gonna really suck is when TikTok doesn't sell and we're the only country that it gets banned in.
Although, do you know what I'd rather have Reddit go public than Reddit get bought by Elon Musk.
That's true. I'd take that.
That's fair.
All they're really going to do is they're just going to be like, well, we need to push more ads, and there's probably going to be like a premium Reddit subscription or something that they're going to push now.
Which
I'll
went on
probably get.
Twitter or like, oh wait, no, it's X now. I went on X.
X,
It's a
formerly known as Twitter.
Graveyard. It's a graveyard there.
The full name of that service, Jeff, is called X, formerly known as Twitter.
That's stupid. I don't know who made that decision, but you're an idiot. I'm just saying it outright.
It was
I know
Elon Musk.
exactly who that was too. People at least are starting to realize he's just kind of a dumbass, right?
Yeah.
He's just a businessman. He's not an engineer. He didn't invent Tesla. He didn't invent any of these things. He's just a
He bought
businessman.
Tesla.
Yeah, he bought Tesla.
He has
And
money.
came from his family had an emerald mine or some shit. I don't know.
He just has money. That's the answer. It's just money. It's not anything else.
Money
He got a
equals
small loan of $1 million.
Yeah.
a small loan of. I can't do it, Trump. I can't.
You know, some people say I'm the greatest and the best president of all time.
That's actually pretty
And they're
funny.
right. I am the greatest, the best.
You
not-
have the timing, which is
Yeah.
for
He's
80%
got-
of it.
He's got the rhythm. It's not
Beautiful.
fully worked yet, but
Hey, if he workshopped it a little bit, moved that mouth and got
Yeah.
it really close, and
see,
people say that I'm
I
the
have
greatest
tiny,
president of all
small
time,
hands.
and did that, you know,
And-
and
And they're right. My hands are small. They're freakishly small.
oh, we're doomed, guys.
His voice is like a mixture of like he's trying to be French, but he's from Philadelphia. You know, he doesn't quite know how it works.
I
or
feel like
something.
it's a combination.
It's a combination of like dumbass and
Have you seen that comedian's impression of Trump? He like has it spot on.
Frank Caliendo.
No, like Shane Gillian or whatever.
Oh no.
He said the thing you have to get with Trump is that the cadence, as well as like he insults you while insulting you. He's like, so you know, my adversary is Sleepy Joe. They say he falls asleep. They say he's incompetent. I don't say that. I say he's a dumbass. No,
He's a dumbass. Does that kind of stuff, yeah.
He's like, some people say he falls asleep, he's incompetent, and some people are right.
Some people are right. On a different topic, guys.
Yes, thank you.
So fun thing that I started doing. So I powered up my PS2 again because you know
Okay.
I got nothing better to do with my life right now.
It's the greatest console ever made, and I
agree. I 100% agree. You get an 8-bit adapter and play with a wireless Xbox One controller. Hell yeah.
and it feels like it's a brand new console.
Yeah, it does. Love that thing. So I powered up Kingdom Hearts 1 again. So I'm
Okay.
on Paradise Island right now. My
Uh-huh.
goal is before I leave that island, I want to be level 15.
Destiny Island, and
That's the thing.
there was a guy on TikTok who tried to leave at level 50.
No. The guy on TikTok, Dave, he left at level 99.
Did he
leveled
really?
that person up to the max and then left Destiny Islands.
That's
beat the
such a
wrestling
waste of time.
I think he said he spent like 300 or 400 hours doing it.
And he streamed the whole thing on TikTok. It was
Streamed the whole thing on TikTok.
That's content right there.
he did it with
Some
Kingdom
guys-
Hearts. He did it with Kingdom Hearts 2, but it's a lot easier to level up in Kingdom Hearts 2 before you leave as Roxas because you can actually fight stuff for a decent amount of time.
Yeah,
Yeah, Destiny Islands, you have to do the tightest fight over and over.
yeah. I was doing so right now. I'm at level 4. I've only put a little bit of time into it. I will be content depending on how I feel with level 10. But if it starts to get overly out of there, I'm just gonna skip that whole thing.
I think I beat that game at level 30.
Yeah.
Like, if I
want to play it again.
if I remember it correctly, I beat that game at level 30 because I don't grind.
That's fair.
I just wanted to go through the story, which is all I ever care about.
One thing that's getting me about that game though, and I don't know how recently you guys have played the original Kingdom Hearts.
It's rough.
What?
It's rough. It's a rough.
It's a
game.
little rough. But, so you know how we're used to the 2 joysticks, right?
Yeah.
And how one moves and one moves the camera.
Uh-huh.
I completely forgot that Kingdom Hearts 1 has a R or L2 L or R2 rotation of the camera.
Mhm.
That threw it took me a minute to figure out how to move the camera because I just kind of like locked in position.
Because it's old. 'Cause it's an old game.
Because it was also like they were working on like trying to figure out how to use the analog sticks with that.
Yeah, and they were also just like making a weird platformer RPG. It's
Still probably one of my favorite games.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is still one of my favorite games. Kingdom Hearts 1
2 they
hurt.
polished it up.
Yeah, two still feels good. 3 is gorgeous.
It's a movie.
But
3 is gorgeous, but they I would say they put in 100 pounds of shit and a 1 pound
Of game.
container.
Yeah, no, it's God. I want 3 to be the greatest game ever made, and it's not even good.
It's no, the storyline is so jam packed with everything they ever did. I remember like the last couple boss fights where you're like in a boss rush where you have to fight all these bosses from all the previous games. You're like, Jesus Christ! Now I have to actually think about why this person's relevant.
They also, there's 30-minute cutscenes, and they literally talk about things the entire time that I have no idea. I played every game. I watched recaps. I've watched the things. I understand that the plot of Kingdom Hearts is just my friends are my power. Friends conquer all things. That's it. It's not
light.
Yeah. My friends are my power. They are in my heart. That is that's it. That's the whole story. And yet, for some reason, they go on for 30-minute line dialogue scenes where I have no clue what they are talking about, and it is not fun.
I'll tell you what Kingdom Hearts 3 gets right. They've really delved into the fact that, the Kingdom Hearts best assets are the use of every single Disney property. And they do a really good job of all the settings of Disney properties.
Yeah.
Like Toy Story. That was one of the best levels. I don't care about the story if that level is gorgeous and it makes me feel like I'm in toys.
Yeah.
I have not played Kingdom Hearts 3. My wife owns it, and she's almost beaten it. She doesn't beat many games. But I don't know if I want to play it.
I've been itching to play 2 again.
I own it.
I own it. I own it on lots of things.
I know
So
you do.
the
You
problem
have
with
all
Kingdom Hearts 3, Curtis, is you have to play Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 358 by 2 days, Chain of Memories, a game that wasn't released in the US, but they had in 1.8 or 1.5 HD remake as just the cutscenes that you couldn't play the game.
God.
I remember at Dream Drop Distance, you have to play every single gosh darn iteration.
You want to go down the list, Jeff? We could go down the list. It's Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, 358 over 2 days, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Kingdom Hearts
Recoded is the one that is a port from the original, the original
it's a DS game.
The original DS game. I think it was Japanese, and they finally ported it over.
Trying to find the guy who I know voiced Sora, at least in the
No, Kingdom Hearts Coded originally released on the mobile phone.
Oh God. Oh, there it is. Haley Joel Osment.
No, the other thing is they could never commit to being on a console.
Kingdom Hearts Key. Kingdom Hearts Key.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts Key.
Which was released on a web browser.
Oh God. And you got to know all this lore, and it's just like not worth it.
Dream Drop Distance, Birth by Sleep, 358 by 2 days. Yeah.
Birth by Sleep is really good. 2 is really good.
I love 2. It's just a button masher, to be honest. Like there's not a lot of like tactic in these games.
So Kingdom Hearts Recoded is the one that was released.
Was that the phone one?
Japan.
Kingdom Hearts Key is a mobile game.
And then Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 Remix contained just the cutscenes of Recoded they had to watch.
Why?
Because you wouldn't understand the story otherwise.
I think I would understand the story just fine. You know, my friends are my power. Stay in the light. Truthfully, I don't know.
Everybody's got a heartless version of themselves and a nobody version of themselves.
That That's a gripe I have about that game. Real quick. So in the 2, right? So
Yeah.
they introduced this whole new character, the Nobodies.
Yes.
I think I fought so many more Heartless than I did Nobodies.
Yes.
If everybody has a Heartless and a Nobody, where the hell are they all?
Should I
Where
tell
are
you about,
everybody's Nobodies?
should I tell you about the Dream Eaters?
Oh, no. Just let me be ignorant to it. It's fine.
And then there's a rhythm game that's a sequel to 3.
Oh my god. To 3? Oh no.
3 Chain of Melodies of Memory. Or
Melody of Memories is actually a pretty good name.
I think that might be the real name. I think that's
a good name. Is it
Anybody-
third beer time?
Jeff, are you playing Final Fantasy Rebirth?
No.
Okay.
I will tell you what I did do though.
Okay, tell me what you
Tell
did
us.
do while I finish this beer.
I platinumed Crash 4, which was
Oh,
the
God.
single most ridiculous platinum I've ever had to do.
Oh,
One of the
jeez.
worst. One of the worst.
Listen, that game is really good. If you
It
go
is.
for that platinum though, you're gonna ruin that game.
You know what the platinum entails, right?
Doing everything.
You have to beat every level,
Get all the
and beat
gems.
get all the gems, every level inverted and get all the gems, which is just like a filter put on it. Then you have to beat every level insanely perfect relics, which is beat every level, get every box,
Wait.
get to the end without dying.
You have to beat the levels inverted too?
Yes, you have to get all the inverted gems.
This sounds like a lot of effort and a lot of time I don't have. Oh,
Then
yeah,
you have
same.
to beat all the time trials for every level to get the platinum time.
Okay, listen. Can I
And then
talk
you
about
have to do all the throwback tapes.
can we
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about Crash Time Trials for a moment?
no.
I
Yes.
booted
Your
up
time's up, Dave, actually.
I
Thank
booted
you
up
for what? I'm kidding.
I booted up the Insane trilogy, the Crash Insane trilogy. The
Okay.
first 3 games, okay, Jeff?
Mhm.
And I was playing it, and I love that game, and it's great. And I was playing on my PlayStation Portal, and it's fun and great, whatever. I decided I was going to try to get some of the time relics because I thought I've never done the time trials for Crash 1. Why wouldn't I have never done that? Never even tried. I beat that game a bunch of times on the PS1. Why don't I give a time trial a shot? I couldn't get the relic for North Sandy Beach, yo. All right. I don't
Because you
care.
need the running shoes.
I'm sorry. I need the running shoes.
You unlock the running shoes after beating the game, and you hold R2 and your Crash runs faster.
In Crash 1.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
okay.
that's not
Just
Crash.
throwing
One.
down,
No,
like-
that's not Crash 1. I don't think.
Throwing down knowledge on you.
I didn't beat Crash. I didn't beat the Insane trilogy. The only one I beat on the Insane trilogy was Crash 2 because I love Crash 2 so much.
I would tell you all the other Crashes required just the gold relic time. This one required the platinum relic time. And these levels were like 5 levels in one because the last couple levels of platinum times were 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Sounds like a lot of effort.
Yeah, no, this is never going to happen. Good for you, Jeff. I'm proud of you. That is a true accomplishment. You deserve the praise.
Thank you. It was absolutely terrible.
I started another playthrough of Skyrim.
Oh, I've never beaten Skyrim.
Oh, I beat it I don't actually remember how many times I've beaten it now. It's at least 10.
Jeff
Like-
liked Oblivion, right? Jeff, that was your game.
Yeah, Oblivion is way better than Skyrim.
That's why what got me into Skyrim, Jeff, was watching you play Oblivion. Like, no joke. Like, I own Oblivion on PC. I don't own, well, I do own Skyrim on several consoles. But no, watching you play Oblivion was originally what got me into, like, oh, games can be more than what I knew as like a racing game or like a GTA kind of thing. So I had bought Skyrim probably like the year it came out on PS3.
Mm-hmm.
and then I also bought it on PC, and then I own it on Xbox now. That's all. Those are the only 3 times I've done it, and it's always been cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that game though. It's with all the mods and stuff, and like just the creator lab. Like the game is so massive now.
Yeah, the mods and the DLCs make the game crazy big.
I love it. I have I do the graphics packs in Skyrim because I love it in 4K. So I run it in 4K, the best graphics pack, like graphics pack 1 and 2, water, light, shadows, all that crap. And then I like to do like the immersive cities, and like you get a city holds. So like there's like expansive city pieces, and it's just there's so much you can do with that game.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it so much.
Skyrim's so fun, but I think I'm getting to the age where I never have enough free time to ever tackle a game that massive again.
Yeah, that's also fair.
I don't think I will ever have the time to play anything that is more than 20 hours ever again.
How long is Spider-Man 2?
46 hours if you base my time.
But you beat
Okay,
it, and that's
good.
what counts.
Because I'm trying to get everything Red Dead Redemption 2, and that was 300, 400
Oh my
hours.
god.
My God. Red Dead Redemption 2
That's a game.
that's not a video game. That's an incredible experience.
Yeah.
It's a cinematic and storytelling masterpiece, the likes of which I don't think I'll ever witness again. It was
Probably won't.
it was an incredible storyline.
That's not a game at all. That's an adult thing.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Okay.
It was incredible. The Red Dead Redemption 2 single player story. I don't know how Rockstar always, no matter what game Rockstar publishes or puts out, it's always the greatest game I've ever played.
I agree. And also I miss the single player stories that they used to put out in like those in like a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah, now all we get is Spider-Man once every 5 years.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I'm gonna grab my beer.
Wait, Spider-Man's 2 storyline, how'd you rank it to Spider-Man 1?
I really liked it, but I really like Spider-Man 1's story better. Peter's emotional breakdown for Doc Ock in Spider-Man 1
Yes.
is way better than Miles Morales or Spider-Man 2.
How many times do you think they can sell you the storyline in movies and video games of Peter Parker and Doc Ock, and you'll still be interested in it?
You can tell me it every time. I don't care. I'm always on board. You can tell it over and over and over. I'm always invested.
Think of this statistic. Yeah, you know how great of a console PS2 was?
Yes.
Think of this statistic. I wanted to wait till Curtis to come out.
I'm
We
ready.
got 3 amazing GTAs on the PS2, right?
Mhm.
3 amazing GTAs on one console.
Jeff, I think about this every single day.
Then they single-handedly published 1 GTA on 3 consoles.
Yep.
The newest GTA has gone from the PS3 to the PS4 to the PS5.
Yep.
That game came out. When did it come out? It came out in 2013.
It was a while ago.
They're finally coming out the GTA next year.
I think about this literally every single day that somebody talks about video games.
Jeff,
Like,
I think that some of the same stuff could be said for Skyrim. They've had several iterations, and it came out on every single console since the PS3.
They announced the sequel to that 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's still not done. Dude, that's just
You
Bethesda.
know what the issue is? You know what the big single-handed issue with Elder Scrolls? Yeah, money. So why would they publish a new Skyrim and everything when they have the Elder Scrolls Online making them 10 times as much money?
does Elder Scrolls Online make them money right now?
Oh yeah, it makes them hand over fist money.
I don't know anybody who plays that game.
I never got into it. It's
How
all
many
it's too
people do
much
you know
for me.
play World of Warcraft, Dave?
Lots of people. I know tons of
Same
people who
kind of
play
concept.
WoW.
It's the same concept as with Elder Scrolls Online.
The same thing with Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto Online makes them hand over fist money. They're not motivated with coming out with the new GTA.
GTA 5 is still in the top charts of sales games every single week and has been since 2013. It's always in the top 10 best-selling games of every single week. I don't know how everybody doesn't already own GTA 5, but whatever.
I do not.
I do. I own it.
Actually, hold on.
Here. Elder Scrolls Online has been in the 100 weekly top seller by revenue for 401 weeks. Fourth overall the Steam games. So for 401 weeks, it's been one of the top 100 greatest selling game of the week.
Have either of you guys seen the TikToks where people are playing, I think it's a supermarket simulator game?
All I know about that's even related to that is the Kmart simulator that's in VR world or whatever it's called.
The thing that still just baffles me is people are playing games about like being a cashier at a supermarket. Couldn't you just go do that?
It's actually more cost effective to stream it on Twitch than
That's
to do
fair.
Time to taste wintry food.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning into the Snack Network. We taste new things, boost your mood, and taste things so you don't have to. I'm Dave. That's Curtis and Jeff. I don't think we introduced ourselves, but that's okay. We don't have to. If you want to support this channel, you can over at Patreon at patreon.com/the where you get exclusive content as well as if you guys want to buy shirts like the one I'm wearing, you can down below at the T Public store. Always go a size up, though. That is my recommendation. Always go a size up.
Yeah, cotton shrinks.
Cotton shrinks, and these shirts just run a little bit small. And don't be ashamed. It's okay. You can eat whatever you want. That's what we do.
Doesn't define you.
Yeah, exactly right. Tonight we're tasting random things out of our fridge because this is what happens when you run a food and snack channel for almost 4 years. You just kind of accumulate piles and piles and piles of stuff that you need to try, and it never ends. And so I've got tonight a ranch water. I'm sorry, it's a ranch water Rio red grapefruit.
I got an old Zom by Market Garden Brewing, Oktoberfest. I got blurry.
Blurrier than Jeff.
See my horrible callus on my hand. Ever since I started working out again, it's gotten real callousy.
I have an Age of Otters by 3 Floyds.
Oh, there's an otter on it.
Ooh, an otter.
You can't be tired yet, Dave. I'm the one who's tired.
So just so you're aware, Dave.
Yes.
Right now, this week, The Elder Scrolls Online is the 23rd top selling Steam game, highest grossing Steam game, and it has currently only just on Steam right now 14,000 active users.
I was gonna say current player count, please. And jeez,
14,000.
I thought nobody liked that game.
People got into it, man.
People got into it. And let me tell you, what's their motivation for making a new Elder Scrolls when there's that many people still playing it?
Yeah, all they gotta do is just make new missions every once in a while.
Yeah, and buying microtransactions and cosmetics and making money hand over fist. Just who cares?
The only thing that I have to say that I really hated, and this could be true or false. I heard this, and it gave me a bad taste in my mouth regarding Bethesda and Skyrim. So the good creator content that went in through mods.
Guys, this smells like shit. Like literally.
And Jeff, you might have to fact check me, but Bethesda took those mods and implemented them in the special edition that just came out.
This may
as
have
their own content, as they made it, and I don't know if they paid the people who made it.
No,
and
because
that
they're
just sounds
free
shitty.
on the community.
Yeah, and it's like that makes me a little mad. That makes me a lot mad, especially if they didn't pay those people.
But man, I'll tell you, live service games and MMOs, in my opinion, are just killing the creativity of video games.
Literally, live service games are killing the game industry. Period. End of story. And then, what's it called? Skull and Bones from Ubisoft came out this week, and no one cares.
Yeah,
It's
just
bad. It's
Suicide
called?
Squad killed the Justice League as an
Killed-
absolute disaster.
killed the franchise. It's Multiverses has just been gone forever. It just came back all of a sudden with no explanation.
Mhm.
These live service games are the end of gaming, and anybody who thinks otherwise,
Could you please explain what live service game means really
Me-
quick?
meaning everything is online. It's based on selling you cosmetics and season passes.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Games that you got to play constantly to participate.
You got to pay to win, kind of
You've
thing.
you've got daily missions. You have online constant online activities to complete and do.
Yes.
Pokemon Go is a live service game. Elder Scrolls Online is a live service game.
The pure definition of live service game is you have to be connected to the internet and their servers for you to even be able to play it.
Oh, that
Fortnite
sucks.
would be the best example of a live service game.
Got it.
And
I think
like
Fortnite was the beginning of the end.
in most companies, I say most because like Nintendo is not chasing this thing, but Ubisoft is chasing it. It's PlayStation for the last 5 years has been working on nothing but live service games, and they just canceled every single one they've been making, including a Spider-Man one that looked cool as hell. And they just made a concept trailer, developed 80% of the game, and then they canceled it.
Why?
Nobody knows. We don't know.
Who did that?
It's called Spider-Man Web of Life. It is a Spider-Man live service game where you partner up with your friends as multiple Spider-Mans to complete Spider-Man missions. There's a concept trailer. It leaked. It's real because Sony took it down, and it's not coming.
Good, because screw live service games.
Yeah, no. All I want is single player platformers, for God's sakes.
At our age, the worst kind of game I've played is where you have something that you can't you can't pause the game. I just want to like play a mission, and if something happens, pause the game and come back to it.
No.
Yep.
These live games, you can't.
I don't need every single game to be an online, constantly charging me money experience that is so. You have to be so committed to playing that game that you have no time to play anything else.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
For that stuff. Bless you. What I also miss is I want them to start making couch co-ops again.
Yeah,
they do.
Like I actually like playing games with Amy. Like her and I really got into video gaming together. And like we played Mario Odyssey, we played It Takes Two, we played another one that I can't recall.
Play a Way Out.
Not yet. But it's just like I struggle to find decent co-op games, like couch co-ops.
Yeah.
That aren't on like the older consoles. Like that's truthfully why I've been getting my PlayStation up and running again.
I don't think there's any AAA couch co-op games.
No, not anymore.
What's that top down? It's totally based on Dungeons and Dragons. We almost played it for Extra Life. It's an old PS2 game.
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, play Baldur's Gate. There's another one. There's another one. It's
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and the name is escaping me right now. And that game is really still fun.
Baldur's Gate actually is it's a surprisingly well done game for the PlayStation 2, especially as it was an earlier title if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate was absolute garbage. I don't know why it cost me the money I did when I bought it.
Because Baldur's Gate 3 is the greatest video game ever made. Ask anybody on the internet right now.
Ask him again in 3 years.
That's exactly right, Curtis. That's exactly right. No one.
I heard something about like there's like a lot of customization, and then like, there was one thing where it's like you can have intercourse with a bear, and it's like that. Why is that in a game?
I don't want to do
Is
that.
that a choice?
Because you can do whatever you want in the game.
I'm gonna try this ranch water. It's grapefruit. It smelled really bad when I opened it, but it doesn't smell nearly as bad now.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a good
H2Os.
Oktoberfest.
That's not good.
No.
It's got like a. I like grapefruit, but it's got like a spicy shit taste on the end.
This is good for an IPA. I'm not an IPA fan, but this is okay for an IPA.
Yeah, grapefruit. Nothing else. I don't know what the alcohol is in it. It tastes like you rolled it around out in the dirt.
Yeah, it's that good.
Yep, that's what it tastes like.
Ew.
It tastes like it was made on the ranch and not sanitarily made on the ranch.
But you think that they literally got ranch water?
I wouldn't be shocked. I mostly bought this pack because Gristle dumped it, and
Say that name again.
Gristle Media.
Mm.
Did you go to see Madam Web there, Dave?
No, did you? Because you go to all the
No.
bad Sony Spider-Man movies.
Yeah,
I Go ahead, Jeff.
sorry, keep going.
No, no.
Curtis. I heard and I've seen that Madam Web is one of the single greatest flops in Sony history.
Yeah, because it's not a good idea. It was never a good idea.
So what a lot of people were saying, at least from the reviews, I have not seen it. I will wait for a Tuesday to go see it, or until it comes out on a streaming platform, because it doesn't seem worth it. Ow, I just hurt my knee a little bit.
I still never watched Morbius. Okay, like I'm not
Yes,
about.
you did.
No, I
We
didn't.
went together.
No, you went to Morbius without me.
Jeff, was that you?
I didn't see the Morbius.
Morbius was the vampire one, right?
Yes,
Yeah. He's going to Morb.
it's Morbin
I
time.
went with
It's
people.
Morbin time.
I did not go. It
Um,
wasn't Amy.
Matt-
I thought I went
Webb?
with you guys.
Madam
Nope.
Web has a worse Rotten Tomato score than Morbius.
It's 13% right now. at Rotten Tomatoes.
13%.
Madam Web is 12%.
Oh, I have 13 on mine.
Oh, what's Morbius?
I don't know. Hold on. I need to. Hi, babe.
It's Morbin time.
Oh no, I'm done with mine.
Oh, Morbius is 15%. It looks like on Rotten Tomatoes. So Morbius is 3% better than Madam
"Quote
Web.
unquote" 3% better. I need to see when I saw
it's not
Morbius now.
3% better. 3%. It's 25% better. Madam Web is Morbius. If you go from 12 to 15%, is 25% better than Madam Web.
That's fair. Yeah. I swear I saw Morbius with you guys.
I did not
No.
see Morbius.
Well, hold on.
Never seen
I
it.
only got 2 tickets.
I want to see the new Dune.
Oh, I
but
saw
haven't
this
seen
with
the original
Amy.
Dune.
I did see it with Amy.
I need to see the original Dune to see the new Dune.
Yeah, and I haven't seen either one of the Dune movies. I never was into the books or anything else, so it's not on my priority list.
Oh,
You
but
know-
to let you know, the Morbius wasn't good.
No,
No.
but Morbius is 25% better than Madam Web.
Yeah. I saw the trailer for
Sydney
Madam Web and I was like,
Sweeney?
"Oh, this looks cool." And then I was like, I always like to give it a week. I don't like to go on opening day a lot, unless it's like a movie I really want to see, like Sonic 3.
Or a
That's different.
spoiler. Yeah, when are we getting Sonic 3 tickets, yo? Let's go.
I don't know when it's available, but the second it drops, I'm buying them.
Yeah,
And I'll just tell you guys, be like, "All right, guys, we're going.
we're going this.
day."
Yeah, just pick a Friday. Just tell me what Friday we're going. I'll go.
That's
What
basically
I'm
what'll
excited
happen.
for is that next week, I already bought tickets, but our Regal is showing Shawshank Redemption in theaters.
I
Oh,
did
cool.
see that they're
And
showing.
I was like, this is my favorite movie. I
Hmm.
have to get it and watch it in theaters.
I'm kind of curious on the new Ghostbusters. That's kind of the one I've been thinking on.
Has it come out yet?
It looks like it comes out in a couple next week.
It actually looks pretty good.
Doesn't look horrible. It's a complete rebrand again.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, which is the kicker. Is it's just like
Jim, you are correct. Sydney Sweeney was just completely unrecognizable as Madam Web.
No,
in
she
Madam
was
Web.
Madam Web. Anyway,
I thought it was making
you
a joke
watch
that
it?
she was
You
Madam
didn't watch
Web.
it, did you?
They made their own random Madam Web story. Madam Web is not a character that could get a movie under any circumstance ever. If you've read a Spider-Man comic or watched the 90s Spider-Man animated series, you know who Madam Web is. It was never going to make a movie. You are making a completely original story, and the original plot, the one that leaked, the scripts, everything, was that Madam Web went back in time to stop the death of Peter Parker when he was a baby. But then they like couldn't say Peter Parker in Madam Web. They had to change all the shit around. They pitched it as a Marvel movie, even though it's not an air quotes Marvel movie. It's a Sony
Marvel.
Pictures. It's
Yeah.
a Sony. It's in association with Marvel.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing ended up being a train wreck. Like if you're basically doing Terminator as a Madam Web movie, it's kind of a cool idea, but it doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah.
I heard Madam Web was the best Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 2.
God, what a joke, man. And
You guys want to talk about a good movie really quick?
yes, please.
So a movie that had technically no full script ever completely produced. Almost, I think it was more than 50% of this movie was improv. It in the moments they were doing it. The Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's one of my favorite movies that has a very high rewatchability.
I have not watched it recently, but it is a very good movie.
Watched it 2 weeks ago.
Making a Madam Web movie is almost as much of a disaster as like making the Marvels movie.
No, it's worse. It's much
Marvel's
worse.
wasn't that bad.
It's okay. Listen, Marvel's is not a great movie. It's fine. Marvel's is fine. Anybody who says
No,
the Marvel is terrible is just butthurt, angry.
Technically, Madam Web made more net profit than the Marvels.
That's because the Marvels kept going into rewrites and reshoots, and they spent too much on CGI, and they can't make up their minds on making a movie anymore at Marvel Studios.
They lost $100 million for the Marvels.
They lost.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
The
yeah. No.
Production budget was $274 million. They only grossed $206 million.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. No. The Marvels and then Wish, and then Disney lost a ton of money last year.
Wish was kind of weird. I went to see that.
Saw it? Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
I did
So
I watched it.
I don't know what was going. So I get the concept, the plot, whatever. It was what it was, the thing. So there was like some weird homage to the Seven Dwarfs, the Snow White movie.
Mhm.
Like the friends were one of each of those characters. And then the other portion that was kind of weird in that movie is the animation style that they went with.
You know,
looked old and it looked like crap.
you know, it's weird because everybody in the theater would say that every time I see the trailer for Wish, they'd be like, "That's a weird looking." And like, as the trailer went on, I was like, I kind of dig it. It's a unique,
But when
weird.
you watch the full movie, you're like,
Yeah.
this looks like they cheaped out. Like they were losing money, so they had to render it in 2K as opposed to 4K or something.
Weird,
That's
very
cons-
weird.
Can you believe that Spider-Man No Way Home was the last Marvel movie to pass over $1 billion?
Wow.
That's it's. I mean, it's crazy, but it's also thinking
That was
about
when the
like
hype was there, though.
the hype was back. The hype was back for a minute for No Way Home. Is really what it was. Is we were all ready to get out again. It was a Spider-Man movie, and it was huge. And that movie,
and then the movie before then in the MCU that grossed $1 billion was Far From Home.
yeah, that makes sense. I personally still love No Way Home. I don't care what the internet has decided. I still think that is one of the best Spider-Man movies
Yes.
ever. It is an emotional roller coaster,
Yeah.
and I could watch it every day for the rest of my life and have no complaints.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But-
This newest Spider-Man trilogy with Tom Holland, I consider Tom Holland probably I know the original Spider-Man trilogies or Tobey Maguire were amazing. I like these ones better than the original trilogy.
Same, Jeff. I agree with you 100%. And I know why people have got issues. I don't think these people who have issues have ever read a young Peter Parker comic book ever in their lives. And like, I know it's not modern Spider-Man in the concept of Peter Parker in college. It's not the Peter that we skip to all the time. It's the young Peter, but that's what makes it so good.
Mhm.
Being that person in the middle who has never read any of these comic books nor has any plan to, I enjoy both for different reasons.
Yeah.
Because I always liked that like Peter Parker and like the old Aunt May, kind of concept. I liked the Spider-Man who has the like he got bit by the radioactive Spider-Man kind of concept. That was cool to me.
Mhm.
Spider-Man 3 doesn't exist for Tobey Maguire. We're gonna ignore that movie completely.
I love that movie. It's not good.
That's everybody's like cringy like 15-year-old self where it's like we're just not going to talk about that anymore.
I love it for the right reasons though. It's
But
like
I
that.
also just agree that like the new Tom Holland Spider-Man is just so well written.
Yeah.
It's just such a good story.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to matter that like it's better. It's just different and it's good in its own right. And I think that's the vein it should go into.
Also,
It's just good.
We get that Spider-Man in 7 movies, and it's so great.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what. The new Marvel movie I think will be at least a revival in terms of profits in Deadpool and Wolverine. That
Correct.
movie is going to be. I am
I'm
very
going to love
confident it's going to gross $1 billion at least.
I agree with you. I'm very confident in its ability to make money. I'm also very confident that I will laugh my ass off for the entire thing.
Yes.
Do I think it'll be a great movie? No, I don't think so. Like,
I mean, you have the
I
sarcasm
will
of
tell
both
you.
ways, but yeah.
I will bet you $100 that it's going to be a great movie too. I will bet you that it's going to be a great movie.
Quit yawning.
Think about this, Dave.
it depends on how you-
Here's my thoughts.
Okay, all right, I'm ready.
Their MCU's most recent bout of movies have been, I would consider, almost downright awful.
I agree with you.
They're subpar. They delayed a lot of movies, right? And the first movie post delaying these movies in order to get their act together, they're releasing Deadpool Wolverine. This movie has to be nothing short of spectacular to pique the interest of everybody again about the MCU. They've probably target audience the shit out of this in order to make sure that this movie will at least semi revive the MCU interest.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that.
I think we will love it. I think MCU fans will love it. I think nerds will love it. I think adults who really I think overall everybody leaves very, very satisfied and happy and revitalized in this concept of comic book movies. The concern I have is that it like when we look back at it 10 years from after it comes out, the story will not hold up. Yeah, it won't be nearly as good. Like it'll still be very funny and we'll still love it and it'll be great. But I don't think like we'll be like, man, that movie changed cinema forever. The same way we feel like about Avengers or Spider-Man, especially like Spider-Man 2's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2. I think we love it because we are nerds and we love it and we love Deadpool and we love Wolverine but I don't think we'll look back at where like I think Logan, this is my example. This is the example. Is I think Logan is one of the most incredible movies cinema wise that we've ever gotten in this genre. And I don't think we look at Deadpool 3 the same way after it comes out.
I think this will be the greatest Wolverine movie since Logan.
It's just changed cinematic history, Dave. They're going to invent new ways to like look through lenses, and like it's going to be great. It's going to be the greatest movie of all time.
I think Ryan Reynolds is a creative genius. I really do. I just don't. I don't think it'll be. I don't think it'll be amazingly made. Like,
I think it needs to at least be a fun movie again, because the most recent Marvel movies have not felt fun to me.
correct.
Except Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But
Yeah,
Guardians
That
of
was
the
good.
Galaxy
I
is-
cared about that. Yeah,
That's
that movie was sad. Also, no spoilers, but
Welcome
It's
to the
Skinny Matt.
program, Skinny Man.
well, he's in. I'm gonna
You
go
know,
pee.
I think every Marvel movie is missing Skinny Matt. I think he needs to be the new Stan Lee.
All of them. I've never got into the MCU, so I don't know. Never. Not
You've
my-
never even gotten in, not even a little bit.
watched them. I watched, back when Iron Man came out. I'm like, yeah, it's okay.
Wow,
Now, 20 years ago might have been a different story, but
my heart just hurt. You like said I watched Iron Man, was like that was okay.
What are
It's
they
all right.
doing? What are they
I'm gonna
doing?
have one of
with-
these.
No, nice. How are those? Wait, what is that?
It is a Warhorse Brewing The Path of Totality Eclipse IPA, not one of the special limited edition ones I was mentioning earlier. These ones did come with the free glasses.
I got the glasses.
What
We actually are in the path of totality. Like
So
where
am I.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
are they doing with King the Conqueror, Dave?
well, considering Jonathan Majors got into an argument with his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend now.
Well, yeah. I
And
know.
decided to,
Yeah, and as much as that story was spun negatively and blah blah blah, and we're not going to really comment on that. He's been fired,
Yes.
and so they'll recast him to do Kang stuff at some point, I'm sure, but like definitely not going to be the lead direction. All right, so what is this, Matt? Tell me, it's an Eclipse beer for the
it's an
solar.
IPA. I don't know. I'm guessing from it's a hazy IPA. It looks like.
Okay,
Don't mind the Squid's Brewery. This is not the brewery the beer's from. This is a brewery from my hometown that it just opened up in the last year or so. Let's see. Gotta get the head off of that. Huh? He doesn't want a little good head with their beer.
just Johnny Casino it. Just pour it straight down and get a giant head and be like, that's what beer is supposed to be like.
Yeah, nobody wants 3-inch head on their beer. It's not. I'll be honest. I'm not a big IPA guy. That's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I like my dark beers, but this is a little refreshing. It's a little light though. What I've learned, I should say, IPAs aren't my favorite because I'm not a big fan of like West Coast IPAs. I don't like the ones where it tastes like you're drinking a Christmas tree.
Okay.
This is solid. It's really light. Like feels really kind of thin. I don't know. I've had other IPAs that don't feel as thin, but it's solid beer. I give it a total probably 3.75 out of 5.
Okay. I can respect it.
That's good. It's like a 7 out of 10, right? The best part about this brewery is they have an album pairing. They recommend Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd while you drink it.
That's
So
good.
yeah. But this is the Warhorse Brewing out of Geneva, New York. Their Path of Totality Eclipse IPA.
Geneva, New York.
I was there.
Geneva
Finger
/ Waterloo.
Lakes. The
Yes,
Finger
it
Lakes.
is. It's a regional beer from where. No, I just spilled beer and it just went on the laptop. Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
That's not
That's
good.
not a good day.
That's
No, not on the laptop. It didn't get the laptop. Oh, thank God. But I gotta go. Oh, paper towels.
Dave, what do you think the worst rated Marvel movie is? You gotta guess.
Madam Web.
Madam Web.
No, MCU movie. I mean MCU movie.
Ooh.
Probably the marbles out of people being angry about it, but
No,
Hold on. I need to think. Hold
Love
on.
is it Thor? Love and whatever.
No.
That's a good guess, actually.
This one is an obvious one. I would be shocked if Dave could have guessed it.
The Incredible Hulk.
Dave, think
That's
about
free.
it.
That's Sony.
No. The Incredible Hulk is part of the MCU.
Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the second movie of the
Mhm.
MCU.
Weird.
Hold on, let me really think about this for a minute.
What movie are you forgetting about?
Iron Man 3 a little bit.
I like Iron Man 3.
It's a more recent movie.
So you're saying it's not Spawn?
No, it's
That's
not.
not
Is
it.
it a recent movie?
It's part of Phase 4.
Is there a new Blade movie that came out I don't know about?
Blade movie didn't come out yet.
Actually, no, it's the new. It's Phase 5. I was looking at this right.
I would watch a new Blade
In
movie.
terms of Rotten Tomatoes.
They've been making a new Blade movie forever.
That's fair.
And
They've been making a Blade movie longer than they've been making Hatch Tales.
It's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Really?
Second only to the Eternals.
oh,
The
the
1%
Eternal.
Yeah, see, I knew you were forgetting about the Eternals, right?
I am forgetting because it sucks so bad. I forgot it happened.
Forgot it existed.
Ant-Man Quantumania isn't good either, but it's not bad. It's just not good.
It's ranked 1% worse than Eternals.
It's
But
I,
But what's
that's
worse, the Eternals or
rough.
the new Aquaman movie? I
I
know
haven't
that's not
seen the new
MCU.
Aquaman.
Actually, the new
I've heard
Aquaman
nothing
movie,
good about that.
it's not as bad as the Eternals. That's the best review you'll ever hear.
My thing
Not
about
as
like
bad as
the Ant-Man the Wasp isn't that, or the Quantumania isn't that bad. It's just a really boring filler movie.
Yeah, it's everything you want is not there, and it just happened.
Yeah.
No, what's the highest? What's the highest Rotten Tomato score?
Infinity
MCU
War Part
movie?
2.
That's not a bad guess.
That's what
I
would guess.
love the emotions in the theater when Captain America picks up that hammer.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Now
Actually, I mean, I don't think you'll guess it.
I see. I want it to be Spider-Man: No Way Home, but I know it's not because the
Spider-Man:
internet.
No Way Home is the 5th highest rated
really
MCU movie.
Is it?
It's Captain
gotta be
America.
one of the Avengers.
Captain America:
No.
Civil War.
Captain America is 8th.
Black Panther.
Yes, that's Black
I guess.
Panther.
Ooh.
Yeah, that all right.
That was a really good movie. I will give it.
Black
that.
Panther is good, but
I have forget about it because it's not like
because we don't get enough Black Panther.
yeah, like it's not like an active thing. Like you have Black Panther as a character, and then like they have their own movie. It's just like I don't know. It reminds me of that situation like with Black Widow. You know, you have Black Widow. She gets her own movie.
Oh God, that movie happened too.
Yeah, we all forget about that movie.
I'll give Chadwick Boseman credit. He got out
Oh yeah,
at the right time.
Well,
We didn't get. Oh,
that was a little dark.
he didn't get out on by
he didn't
choice.
shoot- He got out. He went out. He got out just as much as Raul Julia got out of Street Fighter movie. So
Holy shit!
Okay, all right.
We went down a
Okay,
path.
okay.
here today.
Robert Downey Jr. got out when it.
He's theorized in being an Iron Man 4.
He's gonna come back.
They're not gonna let him die.
the Iron Man 4, the search for more money.
Pretty much. Iron Man 4, he's alive.
Skinny Matt knows what I'm talking
Spaceballs
about.
reference.
Spaceballs reference. It's God, man.
I
I would love a Spaceballs 2. Like for real. Like that's not a joke. Like I'd be
retired.
It kind of ruins the joke though. It's like when there was a History of the World Part 1, and for the longest time there was not a Part 2.
can they do like a Spaceballs -1 and it's a prequel?
It's a prequel. Spaceballs 0.5.
The ship
Movie-
is too big. If I walk, the movie will be over.
With the show that the construction of Mega made.
What?
Yeah, no, right. No, it's a Rogue One. It's a Rogue One parody, except
No.
it's about making Mega Maid.
No, there needs to be another Spaceball movie that's about like the Force Awakens, where there's just a bigger Mega Maid, the Super Mega Maid.
Oh my God.
Um,
I'd pay good
this
money.
is now, sir. What happened then is not now. What happens now?
That was,
God,
no, I did not
Spaceballs.
see, no, I did not see.
So funny.
No, I
You
did not
watch
see you playing with your
Spaceballs,
dolls
right,
again, sir.
Curtis?
Hmm?
Watch Spaceballs, right, Curtis?
I've seen it. I haven't seen it in a very long time.
Oh my God. Watch it as an adult. Oh my God. Spaceballs is
Even
Why
better than
didn't, why didn't anybody tell me my ass was so big?
I lost the beeps, the creeps, and the sweeps.
What? The beeps?
So known fact, the person who did those sounds is
That's
the same guy
Jonesy.
in Men in Black 2 who Men in Black 2 who did boom takada boom takada boom.
You talking about what's his name? We played Jonesy in the Police Academy movies.
Yeah.
Literally a callback. This is so good.
So what's that actor's name? Michael Winslow. Michael Winslow.
That's it.
Mr.
Oh.
Winflow. So, guys, I don't.
What's everybody's? Yeah, what's that?
I've been really thinking about buying a truck.
Why?
I really like trucks. I don't want a new truck. Let me preface. I don't want to buy like a $40,000 truck to not do truck things. I want to buy like a $2,000, like 150,000 mile truck. That's like
Matt.
truck.
Side point to you, Curtis.
Which you go my route.
12 miles per gallon.
All right, please.
No, like a Ford Ranger, like a 2009
Rangers
Ford
are
Ranger.
very expensive because they're a hot commodity.
They are.
All right, please, Matt, inform them about your car because this is important now.
Okay.
We know about his car. It's
But the
Enforcer.
general public doesn't know. Yeah, I got
Oh,
the
yeah,
police
fair enough.
interceptor. You can go to an auction, buy a police interceptor where you get the sedan or the SUV. The sedan's off the tars if it's a newer one. If you can find the old Crown Vics, even more power to you. Or you can get the Ford Explorer version or one. Get the all-wheel drive. You can find one at an auction for maybe $3,000 to $4,000. If it's a really big piece of crap, it needs work. You can put maybe $2,000 into it. You got a car for under $7,000. Have 130,000 miles. Have an overhauled transmission, overhauled engine. It's got maybe you can get one with a push bar on it, and then mine doesn't, but I bought one. And then
Oh, jeez, of course
you get the all-wheel drive one. Some of them come with turbo, and then you throw on top of it. Especially some people, they leave the little bars in the back windows, so that'll be
That's
fun.
cool.
Keep your kids locked in.
Did you
So
say
that's what you got to get. Get the police. Go get yourself a police interceptor.
If
at
I
an
already
auction.
have
You
a car,
can,
like
they
I
have
have
them
a
in an
car.
SUV. You can get
I don't want an SUV. I want a piece of shit truck. That's what I really want. I want like something that's gonna be like that I gotta put some work into, you know. I don't know why. I drove, so I think it all comes back to I drove a I don't know why I keep getting blurry. I drove a
Okay, I was worried I was drinking, but this is my first beer. I'm kind of getting worried.
No. But no, I drove a bare bones Ford F-150 extended bed, like 2015, nothing in it. This thing barely had a radio. We'll put it that way. I drove from Cleveland to Indianapolis nonstop. It was probably the smoothest drive I've ever experienced in a car. And I miss
Facebook Marketplace.
I know that's where I've been. But the thing is, it's like, it's either $2,000 to $3,000 and there's everything with it. Like you got to overhaul that car, or it's $20,000 and I'm not paying $20,000 to a private seller.
Yeah, because I remember with the last car I bought, I paid like $3,500 off a private seller. I had to pay for my car I got now. That $3,500 car is now a $6,000 to $8,000 car now, like this year. So
yeah, that's
you're not going
the
to find
problem
that.
I run into. And I just came to the fact is I think I might just rent a truck a couple times, you know, from like Enterprise or like U-Haul and just drive around.
No. What's that? I just learned about it. What's that? There's like a thing. It's like Airbnb for cars.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that. I'm okay. I just want it like an Enterprise for like a week or something.
It's like
then
Turo
if it breaks down,
like
it's their problem. It's not my problem.
The same with the other.
That's Turo.
Turo,
yeah.
Turo, yeah.
Turo, right?
We rented a truck. Curtis, I think you rented the truck with me from Home Depot.
I love that truck.
I mean, it was like $150 down deposit, but like it was only $25 to rent it, and we moved the fridge.
The Home Depot truck.
Yeah, the Home Depot truck, man.
That's a little different. So like that's gonna be a little bit more
miles though.
I would if I want to do it, I'm gonna do like while I'm on vacation. Like I have a vacation coming up. I might even do it over that weekend where I'm hanging out with you, Dave. To be honest,
you know what?
Truck on Friday, drop it off Monday night.
Oh, can we set up a remote rig for that? Can we do it? Could we be actively in motion?
Yeah, I have a hotspot.
Yeah, and we could do it from like the flatbed, like from the back of the like. Can you imagine? Hear me out, though.
This sounds incredibly dangerous. I don't
Yeah,
know if
but it
rental
sounds-
insurance is going to cover that.
It
almost
sounds
sounds like a podcast I used to know.
yeah, almost like a driving podcast. Something
Podcast, yeah.
Like
It's
Lane
It's
to
not
the
the drive.
it had something to do with like PlayStation or something.
Must have been a really small podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be really funny. No, I'm just
I think it's like the Amiga Drive or something.
Where are these auctions? Why would they
television
do
drive.
an auction on? Oh wait, that's in 2023.
Turns out it spun itself off into an entire channel.
Curtis, what's with this drive to want a truck?
I
never-
I
It's a
don't
man
know.
thing, Jeff.
Are you trying to overcompensate?
No. I
The
I
way
don't
you
want a
say
huge
no.
truck. I don't want to lift it or anything. I just like driving a truck. I don't know. It's this weird thing of like I enjoy trucks. I just kind of want a truck.
I
would-
should have sold you my wagon when I got rid of it, man.
Oh, I hate wagons.
Yeah, no, it was a Woody though.
I have bad associations with wagons. I'll put it that way. I don't have good childhood memories. How's that? Like the trauma will kick in there, man.
It had the third row flip up. backwards.
It's even worse.
The
we don't need any
PTSD
of
is
that.
kicking in.
PTSD's coming back. Oh no. I know Jeff and Dave got a taste of my brain's trauma with the cigarettes and the donut.
We're here to boost your mood. Life is delicious on the Snack Network.
Thank you for tuning into the Snack Network Live. We have me. I'm Dave Moore. That's Curtis Lane, Jeff Daly, and Skinny Matt. We taste new things on the internet, so you don't have to. It's goofy. It's stupid. You hit that subscribe button. And if you like bonus content or like us enough to support this channel so we can actually afford to buy new stacks, you can do that over at patreon.com/Stack Network. And you can talk to us in the Discord by joining our Discord. We're in there. Matt's in there showing pictures of beer.
Yeah.
We're in there. I check it. I'm waiting for you guys. You guys gonna ask me something? You can. You gonna ask something in the chat right now, Jim Young? You can.
I'm gonna ask you something in the chat right now.
Oh yeah. I've for my last beer tonight. Unless we end up having more time, I'm willing to open something else. I have
this down enough. I'll open something else too. So
I have another ranch water. This one, I'll tell you, that grapefruit was nasty, but it got better as I drank it. It wasn't good, but it got better as I drank it. This one is just labeled spicy. I tasted a sip of this once a long time ago, and I'm not confident it'll be good.
Something is happening over there.
Dave, why do you have ranch water and it sounds like it's the worst thing ever made?
I have dad water too that I need to give to you specifically, by the way.
That is mom
this
water.
is what he's doing right here on this thing. He's just rolling the dice.
Okay.
How many dice do you have? Do you just have a bag of dice on hand?
My D&D stuff sitting right here. Nerd alert.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing playing D&D. I attempted to get into a D&D group, and then like the week I was gonna start, they had a falling out with like 3 of their members. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't join this group. Kind of now, I didn't get like halfway through a campaign and have to end.
Oh, I did 3 sessions with the group, and then I got a new job where I had to start work at 3 in the morning. I'm like, yeah, this ain't happening.
Oh
And
no!
then that was years ago, and now my son wanted to play, and we were playing at the local game store, but there was too much going on. He had sensory overload. He's on the
Sure.
spectrum and stuff. And it kind of forced me to learn, you know what? I guess I'm going to be DMing. So I DM with the family, and I'm DM with the backlog busters. So
Oh,
Do you
that's
want
nice
to
of
do you want to DM a food related one and run it?
I'm learning how to play and DM at the same time. This is a big shit show.
All right. Listen. If in 5 years you get really bored and the Snack Network is dead because whatever, and you decide that you want to run a D&D campaign,
It's a snack attack.
Yeah. Listen, I'm willing to hear it out. Then
Listen.
just keep it in the back of your mind. I'm off the grid. Curtis is living in
In a van down
van
by
down
the
by the
river.
Yeah.
I mean, and hey, it only takes about just a little more than 5 years. I'll be 100%. I'll be invested in my pension in another, what
Yeah,
month is this?
Jeff
And so by
got rid-
October, and then 5 years after that, I can really retire from my job if I wanted to. So
Jeff's got rid of his hostages in his basement, and we're like, you know what? Let's get live on the Snack Network, and Skinny Matt's gonna run a food themed campaign.
You know there's shit down there.
I'm willing
We
to
all
hear
know.
it out.
there's probably somebody already. Let's check Etsy right now. There's probably somebody who's got something right now.
Yes, somebody
'Cause I
already.
don't know how to homebrew. If
What's
I'm already,
everybody's new drink?
Can we just
Yeah.
I bet you there's
buried your lead on your announcement, by the way, of your little drink there. You're spicy.
I bet you there's a Candyland campaign that we can play. All
Oh.
right.
Oh my god. You approach the Fudge Stripe River.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
The Candy King sits at your feet, begging for mercy after turning all of his subjects into gingerbread men. The gingerbread men and candy cane men are strewn about the battlefield in broken and shattered pieces.
Listen, if there is a Candyland campaign, I think we should
Gumdrop
play it.
buttons everywhere.
Well, there was a campaign called Silver Plate,
Okay.
according to Kickstarter, that met its goal. A delicious take on D&D 5e, a campaign setting an adventure saga that includes edible and tasty player options and adventures.
You could always
And there's
just
like
make
pictures
one.
that's like people in hot dog. Yeah, I don't know. Just
You got to have some time to make campaigns, though.
I want to find a Candyland.
but that's why you need a pre-made campaign, and you don't
That's
have to
fair.
like homebrew.
And then you build it. Got it. When you said homebrew, for some reason, my brain went straight to like making beer and wine at home, and I'm like, what? Skinny
there's
man, I
people
feel
that
like
build
you of all people should know something about homebrewing.
I don't know. I don't know how to brew.
It's pretty simple. You got some water, you throw in some things, and technically,
if you're Bud Light, you just throw some rice in there, and
yeah, water, rice, sugar, done. Yeast. Forgot about
Curtis.
that part.
Curtis, what second beer do you have? Although I mean,
Oh, I don't have a second beer. I'm doing a little bit better. I've lost like 10 pounds, so I'm trying to keep it off. I got Fresca,
okay.
Wait, what flavor is that?
regular, just Fresca.
Was that
Sparkling soda
grapefruit?
water, grapefruit, citrus.
Oh, grapefruit is Fresca
Fresca's the best.
has increasingly become my favorite soft drink.
What?
Dr.
to be
Pepper
honest-
all the way. Dr. Pepper all the way.
All right, wait, hold
Pepper's
on.
Also good. Jeff.
Roll back though. Hold on. We need to roll back for just a second because Jeff's favorite soda is my favorite soda. It's vanilla.
No, vanilla Coke will always be the best.
Okay, all right. I just had to check. All right, now Curtis, you.
So Jeff, if you really want a nice twist on it, what you do is you get your Fresca in the can. You take a few sips, put in a little bit of cranberry juice.
Yeah, it sounds fire.
Really, really good.
Jeff and I tried Mexican Fresca, which is
Interesting.
real sugar. Didn't we? We did this. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
And it's
pretty
good. It's real good with real
Well,
sugar.
yeah, real sugar is better than high fructose corn. It's better for you too.
Yeah, your body plays with it
It
differently.
was actually really good, but then that's the first time I think I tried regular Fresca.
Yeah. They don't sell it in the US, so you can't just get regular Fresca. Jeff,
Or other Fresca, U.S. Fresca.
This
Yeah,
has
no,
some
they
grapefruit in it.
they have all sorts of flavors. They have grape
That's
and
changed.
raspberry and all sorts of crap. Jeff, what do you got?
I got Three Floyd Zombie Ice.
Okay.
That's a good one. Three Floyds is good, but
Yeah, Three Floyds is great.
Skinny man.
It's a double undead pale ale.
Double.
double.
Something they would do in Canada.
Freeze up.
Not a lunar eclipse beer?
No, Jeff just doesn't move sometimes.
What? I don't move sometimes. I like to pretend to freeze up.
It's harder with a liquid because if your
I know
hand
you can
takes
see
a
it moving
little
as I'm
bit,
trying to sit there. It just moved.
the dead giveaway is always like if you don't lock your eyes on something immediately, like how Jeff
Yeah.
is right now, which is actually quite impressive. He's gonna freak his kid out eventually.
One of the best pictures
Sorry, I was.
someone ever sent me. I was in a chat with the on a thing for the Nintendo dads. And we're doing, and I'm sitting there talking, and I'm like this, and like my mouth's all. It's more like this, but
The Nintendo Dads podcast is when all the technical problems happen. I was on like episode like 20 of the Nintendo Dads.
that was back when Zach Erickson was on them.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, way back. Way back.
Way back. That's
And-
about the time I started listening to the show. That's when I discovered.
Yeah, no, it's all when we found it. I listened to like episode like early 15, 17, somewhere in that range, right? And they had Scott Johnson on from the morning stream, which
Oh,
is
wow.
still my favorite podcast ever.
And
And
the Backlog Busters.
Skinny Matt, I love your show, but it's a little inconsistent. I'm just messing with you.
What are you talking about? I haven't been on the last month. We're recording weekly.
Are they recording weekly? I'm behind on all podcasts, literally all.
Yeah, me
podcasts.
too. I
Um,
didn't mean.
Be right back.
Oh, now he froze.
no, now he froze for real.
He froze for real, and now Jeff had to leave. And I was actually waiting to hear what he said. We didn't hear anything you said. You froze right as you were starting to talk.
For real.
You were like, "For real, yeah, you," and you were just like,
I don't know. Who cares?
"We missed the whole story."
I'm opening this up. Baggins.
Open up your spice.
for
Spicy.
This is actually a tease for my upcoming social media channel that I can't say on this channel.
I gotta stop. Wait, you're doing another social media channel?
Yeah, it's a private one. It's me doing
For when
things.
the Snack Network dies.
Yeah, I gotta bring in that money somehow, and everybody says that's where you make the money. So I'm gonna start doing that.
Your only hams.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll start just cooking shirtless. I'm not very appealing. Truthfully, to
can you
people, but
imagine if we really actually spun this off? We talked about this for real though. Like if there were money in it, man.
I don't know who wants to
Okay.
look at me, but there's got to
So
be at
who-
least one or two people out there.
So who's the fan company that has a sign called Fans Only that gets lots of hits because people don't know the difference?
Listen, if somebody
It doesn't exist.
if somebody could prove to me that we could make money doing it, I'd legitimately consider it. At
Wait,
this
you guys make money?
Yeah, I know. See, that's the problem, Matt. That's
See, I did my taxes, from all those Twitch streams I've done, which are starting to pick up now. I need to pick back up now that I got my computer up and going. Let's not talk about the fact I spent $2,000 to build a computer.
God, yeah, that's
So
the
I-
thing is when you spend
So I
money
bought a
on a computer.
laptop that was an open box at Best Buy, which I just learned I can pull the bottom off and increase the RAM to 32.
There you go.
Let's not talk about the fact that Curtis, the only short that went up today was Curtis doing a G Fuel video.
I saw that.
And it was meant to go up on TikTok as a TikTok shop video. And despite the fact that we have the licensing for that music and everything was all fine and dandy, it got flagged on TikTok, so it got muted. So I just had to upload the janky cut version of it.
That's fine.
I don't care. I'm done fighting the war. Just so we could
fight the war.
just tag the products on TikTok today.
Well,
And
You know why? So there's this thing with TikTok is any music that you put on it, they're getting almost automatically flagged now.
yeah,
Because
no,
they
there's-
lost all their licensing internally in TikTok.
yeah, which is
Really? So like if I
Like they
I
didn't,
haven't
they
made a
didn't
video
lose
in a
time.
while. So if I use some sound effect or something, you're saying don't.
It
do
has
that?
a high chance of being taken down or muted, as Dave said.
Ooh.
yeah, don't yeah, usually just mutes it. Don't
They
and
want you to use the in-app music, like
I've
app
been
thing
I've been
stuff.
using that because I'm cheap. And
So
Uh,
what
everybody-
happened is they lost all their licensing from what was it, like a month or two ago, Dave? At some point,
Universal pulled all their licenses.
yeah, Universal pulled all their licensing, which is everything.
I'm just worried now. I haven't made
Yeah,
anything in a
it's-
minute. So
I'm
if I have videos on here, but it's all the music from inside the app. Am I
They'll
okay,
just
or
all
am I
be
busted?
muted.
Yeah. Even things that they had license to that are from the app, if they're no longer licensed with the app, every video that had that music in it is just muted. Even though you edit it basically and add that music within the
It's
app,
like in the background, and it's in the background.
Yeah,
They
it
couldn't
doesn't
even-
matter.
they couldn't even remove it from those videos, so they just mute everything.
Yeah.
If they catch a thing they don't have copyright for, they just mute it immediately. So I just basically uploaded the jank cut, which means basically what I'm telling you as an audience, if you watch our videos, just blow up our YouTube channel. I'm telling you.
So are you saying I should move to YouTube and do YouTube Shorts?
Yeah,
that's not great.
YouTube
It's all
Shorts.
going down the tube.
I can move my streams from Twitch to that too, but or do
I
I just
mean,
say
we're
screw
streaming-
it and not make my own content and just give it all to you guys, which I have no problem doing.
We're
Also,
streaming
that-
on,
edit that shit.
we're streaming on everything right now, and that's because I like to give people audience our choice. We're not streaming on TikTok because TikTok won't give us a damn stream key. I'm
I
not
need
gonna.
like 1,000 followers or something. stupid.
No. You
We have
need
that.
you need 50,000 or an unspecified amount. You need to stream every single day on TikTok for them to deem that you're worthy enough to get a stream code. But to stream every day on TikTok, you need to just stream from your phone every day. And as a creative person, I can't justify. Look at this stream is just a bunch of goofy idiots on the internet drinking beer on a Friday night, right? It's not that much, but like I'm not about to just like stream me standing at the bar drinking beer and saying hi to people.
Just
like
nothing.
I'm also not about to put up a math problem that is all just order of operations questions and then stand there and pretend like I'm never going to give them the answer for hours. I'm also not about to get shirtless and put some goggles on and wrap rubber bands around a goddamn watermelon. So guess what, TikTok? Give me the ability to stream from a computer so I can actually do something remotely interesting like an eclipse. Hi, TikTok.
Just by the way,
Thank you.
TikTok's in the process. They're trying to pass through to get it banned through federally. So
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms, and screw the US government. And I'm just going to say it because I have freedom of speech. To the 300 to the Congress who voted, including Jeff Jackson, who built this entire platform on TikTok. Fuck you for voting to ban TikTok in this country.
tell me how you, Dave, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How do you really feel?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Screw you guys. Screw our government.
I'm going home.
No.
I don't see the panel advisory up on the screen.
The problem is if you gave me
Adam Leonard's not even here. What's up?
if you gave me the option to go home, and by that I mean the home country of Ireland, I would go. All right.
That'd be an interesting day. I mean, you'd fit right in, Dave.
Ooh,
I know. I could get
Speaking of
sunburned in
Ireland.
windows, and during the winter it'd be fine.
I think I just convinced my wife today to one of the local bars is a Irish pub.
Mhm.
And starting at like 5 a.m. they do, kegs and eggs, so you can get some. They make homemade hash.
I'm gonna taste the
Guinness.
spicy.
Yeah.
nut.
By the way, if it was just joining us 35 minutes ago, Dave says he's gonna try some kind of spice flavored something seltzer, hard seltzer,
Something.
It's ranch water spicy. Okay, ready, set.
Taste it. Jeff has snacks.
It's gross. It tastes
Hungry.
It tastes like you made jalapeno seltzer.
So is that a good thing, or in a good way or a bad way?
No, that's an awful thing. Like I love jalapenos, but like, would you want to drink a jalapeno alcoholic seltzer?
Are you talking about hot Cheetos, like Mountain Dew hot Cheetos,
That was my nickname in
or like
college.
flaming hot drink?
No, you know what?
Apple?
Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew, I grew to like. All right, guys.
No, you're absolutely wrong in that.
I'm aware, but I still liked it. Is it in the top 5? No. Is it?
Is it in the top 10?
15.
No, but it's in the top 20.
Top 8.5.
I'm gonna go grab a refill. Should I go get my last Irish themed beer?
I tried.
Animal abuse live on the air.
I tried to get her.
You
She
get
Kat,
yourself banned.
I know. She's walking around. I tried to bring her up all nice. I was going to be like, oh, hi, little kitty. And she's like, no.
So, do I go get the Irish, a locally brewed Irish amber, or do I go get the Italian Pilsner?
No, the Irish. We are doing the Irish. That is not an
That means I have
accent.
no Irish beers for St. Patty's Day, but I'll be right back.
This is our St. Patrick's Day stream, as much as it's not. Like,
I'm not streaming on Sunday night. I got a working on Monday morning.
right. That's why this is the St. Patrick's Day stream. This is it. This is what you get.
I gave you that. Yeah, I know what it is.
I think we all have Irish descent.
Yeah, Irish, German, and something.
I
don't
think
remember
all
what
of
third one was.
Cleveland has some sort of Irish descent.
That's a fair point. Jeff, where do you keep getting food?
Well, wait.
Appear with more food.
My
Like you were
kitchen?
eating. That's fair. You do have a kitchen.
I was hungry. Drinking beer makes me hungry.
I want a truck. I just want a truck.
Curtis, are
I-
you okay?
So I run into this continuous
Right,
problem with this is I want one. I don't want to pay the insurance for it.
Okay, wait. Can we break this down? Let's break
Yeah.
this down for real. We're live on the internet, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Go for it.
You want a truck?
Yes.
Okay. You have an old car.
It's
That
not
is-
that old. It's 8 years old.
All right. You don't have a new car.
Correct.
Okay. Your car has been paid off for a while.
Yeah.
You're having issues with it.
No, not anymore. I fixed that.
Yeah, but you've been fighting with it for a little bit.
I had to fight because Valvoline messed
you.
up my car.
That's two.
I am not an endorsement for Valvoline.
What'd they do to your car?
Long story short, so my air filter for the engine goes in and so it's a circle, or it's a here.
Mhm.
That's not empty. I need an empty thing. So my filter's kind of like this. It's supposed to go onto a connector in the box,
Yeah.
right? So what happened was they didn't connect it and lock it in place. They put it in sideways. So the air wasn't going in right. And so it caused my check engine light to pop on because it wasn't getting the right amount of air into my vehicle. Skinny Matt Valvoline messed up my car, put my air filter in sideways, not the correct way.
Well, let me
so
tell you how much they overcharge you for that filter.
Oh yeah, it's so much. So I bought a new filter,
That
put
was
it in
your first
correctly.
mistake, Curtis. is
And
going to
then they
Valvoline.
also there's 3 screws in the box for the filter. They
Because the
strip
map
all
sensor
the
in the air
holes
and takes it
out.
on top of it.
So the box isn't closing. So I got a rubberized epoxy that I rolled into a little snake-like thing and shoved into the hole. Waited 2 minutes and then screwed the screws back in so it would hold together and also bind with the plastic that's there. It's a heat treated, so I got a specific epoxy. And then I replaced every single one of my spark plugs because it's 85,000 miles. I just had to do it. Nobody tells you about that stuff.
Actually, 100,000 miles where you should go.
Mine's
especially for
30 actually. It's a Chevy
30,000?
Cruze. It's technically 35, but yeah, there's a lot of maintenance that's surprising on this thing. But yeah,
Anyway.
so I've fought with it for probably 2 or 3 weeks trying to just diag what's going on. Runs fine now. For now,
All right. It's fine.
with
It's
all that.
fine. It's
Hold on.
fine. But
Wait. Let's make this official. There we go.
yeah.
Nice.
This is the
Go on, Dave.
K2 Brothers Brewing Celtic Red Ale. I'm going to take a sip out of this first because I don't want to. I still got remnants in here and I'm too lazy to go up and try to rinse the
Fair enough.
glass out.
Dave, what were you saying?
Or at least for the initial.
So I got an old car.
I want to hear what Skinny Man thinks of this.
No.
This is a
Yeah, what is
not
it?
doing anything new. This is a Johnny Casino pour, by the way.
Yes, it is. Good
Oh.
lord.
This is a nice amber ale. This is malty. This is sweet. This is textbook, nothing special, but right down the line. This is very good. A total 4 out of 5.
Nice.
Good.
I'm a big fan of not adventures. I like stuff when it's done well. When it's
Mhm.
this is the example of what you want. I'm a big fan of that. So
That's why I
I
like
can
Guinness.
appreciate something that's done where it's nothing new, but it's done well. I'm a big fan.
Sure. No, I agree with
Local
that.
brewery here, they're actually moving their location out of the county. They bought an old school literally, that they're
Oh,
moving all their
wicked.
brewing to.
They should
All right,
have
Curtis.
fire poles in it.
You drive like once a week.
I drive so much. My insurance has gone down to less than 5,000 miles a year. Skinny man, I'm almost fully remote.
Okay, so
I drive
I
to
can't fathom
maybe-
my job, but does not allow that.
Yeah, I
no,
know.
yeah,
So
no, you,
Not because of the employer, just the nature of the job.
for my
Yeah.
employer, I drive once maybe every 3 weeks. Might be more longer time periods of spans of time.
so here's
But
what
I
I'm
try
going
to go to the gym like 2 to 4 times a week. So I'll drive to the
Okay.
gym. But
Yeah,
that's
but
as
Here's how
far
you,
as I
here,
go.
here's how you get rid of a car payment.
Oh, I'm
You
already
get a
fully
home
paid
gym.
off.
You get a home gym. Well, you sell your car. You get on the one car. You get a home gym.
Both my cars are
and-
fully paid off. All my stuff's paid off. The only thing I have is the house.
Okay, sell your car. Just sell it.
Okay,
Just
so we're
Sell
gonna
your
roll the car.
sell your current car before it's worth nothing. Okay,
Too
go
late.
down-
Okay.
go down to one car temporarily, and then just buy yourself a truck.
But you got
don't want a new
there,
truck.
there it is. There it is.
You don't
That's
know what
it,
it's
though,
like,
right?
Dave, to go down to one car.
Listen, I don't know what it's like to even have one car, so you know what? I don't care.
Where are you?
You technically owned
blind?
a
What are
car.
you, blind?
Dave, you technically owned a car.
Yeah, you owned a car, Dave.
You're right. Technically,
For
I
a
did own
while.
a car for a very short period of time, and honestly, I like that car enough that if I could have drove it, I would have.
To be honest, the Chevy Spark is a cute little car.
I would have drove that car, man. I would
Oh,
have
to
drove.
the Chevy Spark.
It was a cheap car, dude. It was cheap.
I saw what happens to the air intake after about 80,000 miles. Don't do it.
That's 80,000 miles. I saw what
That's
happens to a
nothing.
Ford Bronco after a 35-mile-an-hour collision. You know what happens? Death.
You died?
You know-
Die.
You know what? You know what?
I didn't, but I see what happens to it. It's not great. The car's built like a freaking.
If you, by the way, if you buy that Ford Interceptor, police Interceptor I was talking about, they reinforce the frame from all the way into the back, up through the cab, and up through the front. So when everything else crumples, it's made to actually hit other vehicles and protect the center. Look up the
That's a
YouTube
thought.
videos. There's steel plates in the back of the driver's seats. Yeah.
Curtis, why do you want a truck so bad?
I don't know. I just.
What
I like it.
were you not listening?
Jeff, I just like trucks. I don't know.
I think you drove.
I drove a few trucks. I like how the feel of a truck feels, and I just don't get that with my car.
You like
I
how the
can't stay
feel
still
of a
enough to
truck
do it.
feels?
Yeah.
I also don't think you drive so much, Curtis, that like having a truck would be such a bad thing. Like I think
But you live in northern Ohio. You don't want a truck because you have snow. They suck in snow.
No, that's why you put sandbags in the back.
No, I think I like the idea of just doing a rental, because like the way I see it is, okay, I could spend
okay.
2,000 to we'll say $2,000 to $5,000
How often
on
would
like a
you
shitty
rent a
truck, right?
Hear
Look,
me
hold on, real
out.
quick. Look at that nice amber color on that beer.
What
That's
if you?
very nice. It's
What if
hazy.
you?
Sorry,
What
the
if you,
glass has got all fingerprinted up. I'm sorry.
what if you just lease a truck, Curtis?
That's even worse in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Well,
I-
no, it's but if you're not driving it,
So
lease
here's
it,
the
then you buy
reality.
it
with-
right out.
So no, absolutely not. I don't know if you guys have looked into how much a lease is actually cost. So even with like my credit, I have really decent credit. You put $8,000 down. There's the first thing, and then you still have a monthly payment of like $400 to $500, and then they take it back. And then what am I left with?
so
Paying
I've-
like
I've never-
$30,000 on a car that I
My-
don't want to do.
See, my wife's car, we bought that Traverse. That's the first car payment I've had in like 15 years. So I don't know.
That's
my
the
car-
other thing is,
everything,
like, I-
everything I've owned is I've paid cash.
That's
for
where
it.
I'm kind of going, is like I lean to where like Jeff has been for the past his entire life of just buying cars outright. And it's just like,
There's
that's
nothing wrong
I
with
don't
that.
I just don't want to
Do
I
you
don't
ha-
want
do you-
another car payment. I just don't.
Can you do basic car maintenance? Can you do your?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently not, because you want the fucking Valvoline for an air filter. So
Well, I went to Valvoline for my transmission fluid actually.
no, that's a bad idea. Do you have Delta Sonics around where you live?
No.
Mm.
We have, what are they called? They're called Take Fives now. They're not called lube. Stop
I will
it.
go to a Take 5 instead.
Have
I
you-
had
have
had
you-
good
You
service
don't
from
go. You
Valvoline
don't
before.
go to. You don't go to chains. You go find a good a private mechanic.
That doesn't
Because they're
exist
gonna
out
be
here.
honest.
Oh, it doesn't exist out here, Matt.
It exists here.
I-
How does it not exist there?
Actually, I think I know one. I took my dad's car to the
Can
Jerry
you do your own
Knapp
oil
tin.
changes and your own brake jobs?
Well, yeah, I can do all that stuff. It's just I don't have places to put the oil, and it's not worth it for me to get
Yes,
under
you
the
do.
car.
You go. No,
Matt, hold
you
on.
go buy a
time out.
set. You go buy a set of ramps for $40. Then you
It's
buy
not
it.
worth the
Go on
hour for me
Amazon
to
and
do
you
it.
buy the. Put it this way: when you buy the ramps, it's faster.
All right,
trust
so you
me.
buy the ramps, you buy the oil, you buy the filter, you spend the time to get under the car, then you have
Okay.
to clean
No,
your
no.
laundry, and you
No.
got to take the hour to do it because you got to get
No,
under it, and you're
it
not on a
doesn't
lift.
take an
It's not
hour.
worth it.
When you have the ramps,
I could pay
change my
someone
vehicle and my cars in
$60 to
15
do
minutes.
it.
I do a synthetic oil change of 6 quarts. All right. I buy my oil at Costco. All right. You get
That's
your
great.
filter
Curtis loves Costco.
all right.
I'm just
so you
not
get your,
going to
you
do
get
it,
the
Matt.
5 quart jug of
You're barking up the wrong tree, unfortunately.
But will
I'm just
Costco?
not going to do it.
Here's the real question: will Costco do an oil change these
No,
days?
No,
they're only a
no.
tire center.
Damn.
You know, I did a price,
and they're not even a
analysis.
you get better your
Wait, I
tires
want to hear what
cheaper at
Jeff said. This
BJ's.
price analysis.
Jeff will break this down.
I like this Jeff breakdown.
It cost me $35 for a 6 quart synthetic oil change.
Does that include
How much
the
time
oil
does it
filter?
take you?
Takes me about 15 to 20 minutes.
You have to get
Does
on the
that-
ground.
That's why you put cardboard down on my
Does that
driveway.
include the oil filter? Right.
Yes.
I think I go to the Midas and I pay $40.
And then you
Is
don't
it-
have
how
to
many
get on the
quar-
ground. You
how
don't
many
have
quarts?
to buy the
How
tools.
many
You don't have
quarts?
to do the stuff.
It's for my Subaru Outback, so like 5.5, 6 quarts.
I mean, I have.
I
filters.
understand
I'm
with you.
I ordered some. I'll be
Why
honest.
do you just have it
This sounds
there?
like funny.
Now, to be
So-
fair, this is coming from Jeff. I want to break this down.
Okay,
for the
just to
audience.
let you know, my garage is like right here.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
like,
so I
why?
just
Why
gotta-
do you just
I
have an
order
oil
filter. I know-
filter?
I just learned my car and my wife's car take the same size filter, so I just ordered a bunch off Amazon, that South American company. They just came in the other day, so they're sitting there like right there, which you can't see in the dark because my house is from the 70s.
Oh,
The garage
fair enough.
door is right there. The doorway into the garage is on the other side of these wooden bar things. So
Interesting.
that's why I have a filter right here in reach.
No,
So
no,
don't
no.
mind me.
The one lesson I've learned in my life, okay, is that if Jeff won't do it himself, it's cheaper to have somebody else do it.
I did the cost benefit analysis, and taking it to Midas is so much of a small difference in price of my time
Okay,
that I've
but-
decided that's literally, Matt. That's the only thing I ever have taken my car to a
Yeah,
shop.
but here, let
Jeff,
me hear me out. As someone who worked, who
This is the most
AutoZone
adult
put-
conversation I've ever
AutoZone
had.
AutoZone put me through college. So you know how many times I had people come in where Walmart would strip out their oil drain pan, bolt, or pan itself, but then you don't have to deal with them trying to upsell you stuff and everything. The difference I have here is we have to have an annual inspection on our vehicle. That's why I asked about Delta Sonics. Delta Sonic around here is a car wash, but they also do oil changes and inspections. When you take it in for an inspection, they're not trying to sell you on anything.
Mhm.
Mhm.
because they
They're
can't
just like, it's pass fail.
'Cause the
That's
state
it. And you get a
mandated
free
test,
car
you
wash
gotta
with
do
it.
because they can't do anything. Yeah, that's
So
Exactly.
yeah.
Because I remember I used to get, I had a coupon. I was just telling this at work the other day. One time I took my personal vehicle for a job I had to Buffalo. I was driving my personal vehicle back and forth. I got the mileage for it. I was due for an oil change. I was doing a tank full. They were running late. So I'm like, oh, I need an oil change. I had the coupon, paid the $35 at the 45. It was 40 at the Valvoline because I used synthetic in that car. Oh, you're due for an air filter, which I knew it was. How much is it? $60. No, thank you. They
Well,
changed
yeah,
my
you
oil,
just say no.
paid the whatever, drove to the Walmart literally
Yep.
a mile down the road,
Yeah, just
bought
pick it
my
up there.
$9 filter and put it in myself. And all I needed was a flat
no. See,
a
this
screwdriver. And guess what? I didn't do. I didn't strip it out.
Well, I'll put it this way: for at least for the oil change part of it, I don't have to when I have it done at like a Take 5 or whatever for the oil change. We'll just specifically go that.
Yeah.
I don't have to dispose of the oil. I don't have to make time to no, hold on.
Well, that's right. You don't travel for work. I have an auto.
I don't travel for work. Which means I now have to make another trip out there. I have to figure out a time when I want to do it. For the ramps with my car, the pan is different, so it's going to leave residual in there. So if I have my car like this, now all the oil is going to come out.
Now,
I'm gonna let
That's
you
a problem.
finish.
here's the biggest benefit, Matt, that I see is if you do the oil changes yourself. I do brakes myself. I do everything else myself. I change
Yeah, I
out
do my own
everything
brakes.
else.
I can't do brakes on my wife's car because it has the computerized calipers. I can't touch it.
Ooh,
No, see that's a
Yeah.
but if you do the oil changes yourself, it won't show up on Carfax, and my insurance actually gives me discounts
ooh,
if I
that's a
do
good
regular
point.
car maintenance.
That is a good point.
And and it actually shows up if you do the oil changes yourself, and it will show up on a Carfax, so you're overdue for an oil change always.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah. So I'll
Well,
tell
my
you when you.
insurance doesn't do that. My insurance doesn't do that.
Well,
So.
also, Matt, when you go to sell your car, if you do the oil changes yourself, it won't show up on Carfax, and people will try and lowball you because you don't have any reports of any annual maintenance on it.
Actually, the only thing I do is every time I bought a little memo book, and every time I do any maintenance on it, the date, the receipts for the items, I actually scan the receipts too because I know they fade out over time. Goes right in the vehicle. And by the way, I don't sell
Okay.
my cars. I drive them until the wheels fall off.
Okay.
And by the time I'm selling the car, it's a project.
Got it. So you don't care about your car, so we should just continue to do our thing.
I
We can sell them later.
I care about it, but I do
We
properly
care about the value after.
why.
Well, I'll tell you, the current
Why?
car market, you don't need to do anything
with-
to your car, and you could sell a bunch of for a bunch of money.
Let's say with Jeff, you sold that Dart, didn't you? Jeff drove a freaking
Sold the-
Dodge Dart
Jeff
for
just
like
sold
8
the card
years.
for more than he paid for his new car.
No,
Exactly.
I bought a Dodge Dart for $10,000, and I drove it for 5 years, 6 years. I put in like a bunch of miles on it. I drove it to the ground. There were some issues on it. Then I sold it to a used car dealership who offered me $9,000 for it. So I only paid $1,000 technically. I lost
And
out.
they built that difference into your payment. Trust me.
He bought his next car outright.
But then I bought my Subaru Outback from my
Jeff doesn't have
Candace's
payments.
family for $8,000. So I technically made $1,000 upgrading my car to a Subaru Outback with
Which reminds
half as many miles.
I know I have a car payment on my wife's car, but it was funny because we traded in our Honda Odyssey. We had a 2010 or 2012. The ones that notoriously have the doors fall off, the sliding doors. It happened and it scratched the shit out of it. We have a CarMax here. Took it to a car, like we were trying to turn it, we wanted to put it on a trade-in when we bought that. And they're like, I can't give you that much. I'm all, I get the paperwork here that CarMax was going to give us like $4,500 for it.
Mhm.
So everybody matched that. And we ended up buying the Traverse. So I don't know where I'm going with that. I drank that one beer. I drank that beer a little too fast.
I can't believe though that I drove a Dodge Dart for 5 years. I bought it for $10,000. I sold it for $9,000, and I bought another car for $8,000.
Made money. That's the thing of like where I want to be is like
To be fair, that used car dealership then just turned around, didn't do anything on the car, and put it up for sale for like $12,000.
They probably put it to they might have put it to the auction block.
Everybody just wants to be Jeff. If we can learn anything from this entire long car conversation, everybody just wants to be Jeff.
Why would
cheers
I
to that.
do?
Why not?
Why wouldn't we want to be
Cheers.
Jeff?
My
Jeff,
real thought is there's a mechanic shop down the street from me that my wife knows the owners, so it's the owner, like her boss's brother or something. I don't know. There's a connection there. There's this little red Ford Ranger in the back that just been sitting there, and I want to go in there and be like, "Hey, buddy,
What do you want?
is that thing for sale back there?"
No. Say, what do you want?
What do you want for it?
What do you want? There you go.
I've seen it a couple times. What do you want for it? And he'll probably be like, "Who the hell are you?"
Dave,
Where are you?
You know what else is gonna happen? He's gonna say, "You got a pretty mouth."
Dave wants a
Pretty
Ford
Mouth is
Ranger.
going to give you $500 for that Ford Ranger.
I want this ranch water to not be.
Spicy? Are you kidding? How bad is that, Dave?
It's disgusting. We've been talking about it for an hour.
I
And
think
you're
we've been talking about
drinking
trucks
it.
and other stuff for
it's-
longer than that.
Dude, just dump it down the drain.
It tastes like jalapeno.
There is only one alcohol I've ever dumped down the drain, and that's that candy cane Miller Stout. The worst
guys,
thing I put in my mouth.
This
And that includes Dave.
This is the Stand. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us on Friday nights. We'll be back soon for another stream that will be announced soon. I don't know our next schedule. We might stream before that event. Wink, wink. We talked about it tonight.
I'll be busy after the month of April, so hopefully in April.
It is in the first week of April. We did talk about it. Matt brought it up. Matt drank something related to it, but we'll stay tuned for that. I'm Dave Moore. That's Curtis Lane, Jeff Daly, and Skinny Matt. Links down below to join the Discord and support this channel on Patreon. Of course, that helps us buy all these snacks because believe it or not, this channel is really expensive. So your support would help a lot. Then that's it, guys. As every night on these streams, we wrap up with Adam Leonard's rendition of the history of the Snack Network. Adam Leonard is of the Megadads. If you guys like video games and grungy adult jokes, check out the Megadads. Adam is hilarious. And it's great. Here you go. He said that this song was so bad.
We're here to taste some food. We're here to boost your mood. Life is delicious on the Snack Network.
That he wrote us this song. We'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned. Shorts, TikToks, Instagrams, Reels, whatever the hell, other social media things, videos. Hopefully on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And we'll see you guys very soon, I'm sure. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Oh wait, that's not it.
You tried.
There it is.
Somewhere in the world, down in Ohio, there's a half-blind ginger that I kind of sort of know. He used to have a podcast about those video games, but then he started thinking, hey, these things sound all the same. So one night he laid awake in bed, and one big thought exploded in his head. So Davey started shopping at every store he knows, buying all this garbage as his plan began to grow. He called up all his buddies and they began to cry. This dream that Dave was cooking up would never be denied. He thought of one big thing they all could do. They'd shove their fucking faces full of food. It's something every one of us can do. So why not put that shit up on YouTube? And it's the Snack Network. It's the Snack Network. Oh, I tried, and I tried to find something that I could rhyme with the Snack Network. But there's literally
nothing.
There's not a fucking thing that you can rhyme with it. do. They'd eat their body weight in chips
and Mountain Dew.
They'll keep on tasting stuff until they spew. Put it on the internet for you. It's a snack network. I put that shit online.